Go! Hello folks, welcome to Goblet Games. It's me, Millie the GM. I've got some players that I'm too nice to kill. So we're going to transition into things, Tales from the Loop. No, I jest. We are here to play some of the Frontier War, the Alien RPG campaign, the first published campaign from Free League. Where are we up to? We're halfway through a mission, aren't we, folks?
I'm in a ditch.
No, we
we got in the ship, didn't we?
I know.
Yeah, yep.
We
just got in and there were creeping noises around us as we got in through the top of the ship, hadn't we?
Yeah, we made our way. So we're supposed to keep the princess safe. The princess being Kent O'Bannon. Is it O'Bannon? No, it's Ken.
No, it's
Kent
Gordon.
Gannon. There we go.
Oh no, he's Gordon.
O'Bannon's world.
Yep.
Safe. And to do that, we have got 4 badass Marines. Dan, who is your badass Marine?
I am Corporal Zim. Oh wait, which Dan? Because
you.
Oh, you mean?
Yeah, you.
Because we're both Dan. I am Corporal Zim, and I'm the squad leader, general, all-round Marine through and through, and just cool, really.
Cool.
And he's a galactic hero, decorated war hero, and he's got a lovely little rosary from a colony. He's just a folk hero, basically.
Just a folk hero, yeah. Although he has entrusted Simon with a smart gun, tell us about Gordon.
Gordon is very young, very keen, and likes blowing stuff up.
That's the perfect one, yeah. How about Ranger?
Ranger is our forward observer, the stealthy, sneaky one, and Marine through and through.
Ranger had an interesting trip through the jungle in that now he's exhausted, isn't he?
Twice, I think.
Yeah.
No, once.
Just once exhaustion. I don't think it stacks in this one. The mechanics of exhaustion are that you are not going to be able to relieve any stress until you've had a good kip.
So there'll be plenty of opportunity to kip on this spaceship we just found.
Which is this UPP spaceship. And then, last but by no means least, because you opened the door, so technically you're first, it's Cash.
Hey, yeah. I'm playing Cash, who is the Comtech Marine, who had a little trip down a slippery hill, and I've got to roll a critical at the beginning of the adventure to see what happened to him. Yeah. So Millie could be really harsh, and I could be dead, and playing Kent Gannon.
Yeah.
Kent Gannon before we go anywhere, but yeah.
All right, so we just opened this door. We can see the insides of this UPP ship. It's definitely not the sort of medical ship that your mission brief was. You were supposed to be
They said it was the Glory, didn't they? And it wasn't. It was the Glory of the Proletariat.
Yes, and it's written in Spanish on the side of the ship as well.
But it was supposed to be one of ours, and it isn't one of ours.
No,
it isn't one of ours. Definitely not
a UA ship. And as Cash opens the door, we look down inside. We can see already it's been here like a week or two at least. 6 weeks at least was our brief. And we can see hanging down in this long corridor that goes through the ship, vines and tendrils. And it's at an angle because we came through one side and it's at an angle that goes down. As it goes down, you can see that there is like water is leaked into the ship all along. And does Cash send everybody in ahead? Is that it? He opens the door.
Gordon, get your ass in there.
Yeah.
I'm in.
All right. So Gordon goes in. Ranger goes in. Zim heads in. Who's carrying our company man?
He was kind of being dragged, wasn't he?
Yeah,
he's done his leg.
I think he's got like a rope,
Busted
and we're
leg,
like lower him in.
Yeah, he's probably not going to be jumping in like the rest of us. I'll lower him in, just give him.
I'm not jumping in anyway.
Corporal Zim will lower him in.
All right.
Damn it, Gan, you probably need to go on a diet. Jeez, as he's like filtering him around him.
Yeah. Which leaves us for a moment with Cash stood outside, ready to run the trigger. Maybe let's see what happens. Does he just fall down dead?
This is where I realise I've suddenly got some sort of something hurts.
Yeah.
This is where I roll a 32. 22.
22.
Oh no!
What's that?
Broken
toes. There's blood coming out of my boot, probably.
Yeah. All right. So does that give you a negative?
The run becomes a slow action.
All right. So you're in the similar boats to Kent because he busted his foot up royally. He's doing no running either. All right. So we look down as Cash stands there, and you can see like maybe the front of your boot is scuffed. You can just see blood sort of as you lift your foot off the floor. There's a footprint.
Probably feeling really soggy inside, isn't it? You know that lovely soggy feeling you get.
Soggy and sticky and also painful. We're predicting on who is going to die first, and it is
Definitely
Cash
going to Cash.
or someone else. Those are your options.
Just anybody else. Okay, cool.
So we survived our first critical roll. Phew. All right. So Gordon, you're you're first into this ship. It's definitely not what you were expecting. It's at an angle. And as you stop and you listen around the ship, you can hear things scuttering around, sound of water, like electric sparks going through the ship as well.
Yeah.
What is the plan? What are you doing?
So basically, I'll just see if there's a long corridor.
Yep, yeah, absolutely long corridor.
Okay, so I'll move in so that there's plenty of space behind me, and then I'll basically just set up with my gun pointing down the long corridor.
Okay.
And if if a really big droplet of water hits the deck,
you're gonna shoot
it's
it?
gone. Yeah, pretty much.
I
mean, I'm wired. He is wired.
What's your stress level right now?
Actually, it's not. It's more. My stress level's only 2. But that's because I've not done any pushing, so my stress has been fairly good. I'm more excited about the fact that I might get to actually kill something that isn't just a forest.
Now, Marine, let's exercise some combat discipline there.
No, I've got spare mags. My combat discipline is preparation.
You did set fire to a whole chunk of jungle earlier.
Whole chunk of jungle, yeah.
Just in case.
I don't think they should really nickname me Full Auto. I don't think I have. I'm not shooting you or full auto. I think they're my 2 options.
All right. So you take point. You set up and you get ready to prevent anything attacking your friends. As we drag Ken onto the ship, Cash realizes their toes are sore. And we stop for a moment to take stock of the situation? Do we press on?
I'm gonna pull the pups out.
Yeah, nice. So these are we see them in what are they? Which film is it? The one where they
Prometheus?
The one we don't mention.
Yeah, it's the one.
They just chuck them up, and they then go off and map this this place. So they do work. You don't have to We've got the Weyland Yutani kind of things. Throw them up. I don't believe you need to make a whole roll for them, but
I'm assuming someone's going to tell me these things are going to appear in front of me.
I mean, this would be a standard
as
procedure.
As I unpack it, I'll say, Gordon, don't shoot my new beauties, and I'll pull them out and say, "Come on, boys," and knock them together and throw them in the air, or some such thing.
Yep.
I'm assuming my motion tracker will pick them up as little targets.
Yeah.
As they fly past me, and I'll be like,
"It's not target practice."
Don't you dare! Don't you?
I'm also going to look at Gannon's boots and see if his right boot is intact.
Yes,
because my right boot is torn the front off and my toes are all smashed, and I need a new boot. So I might.
Are you just going to straight up steal the corporate guy's
Well, I might
boot?
do a swap out. Is he unconscious?
He's still unconscious. Yeah, he needs a shift or so of rest.
Okay, well,
Unless somebody wants to provide him with medical aid. No, you're just leaving him.
I offered my med kit.
He's unconscious.
We gave it to him, didn't we? I used my med kit on me.
Yes, you used.
Didn't Zim stop him from dying or something?
I did like a general medical check on him and made sure he wasn't
to make
dead.
sure he wasn't dead but we haven't actually done any medical.
Now, it might be because none of us have any medical skills whatsoever.
I've got the closest thing to medical skills, which is 3 in empathy. So
I also have 3 in empathy as well.
Yeah, but you're an asshole. So I'm gonna, but effective and a very good leader of our team. So I'm gonna like get him in the corner because there's water and everything around here, and say, Zim, are we gonna leave him here or are we gonna drag him around this ship? Do you want me to jury-rig this hatch shut and leave him here?
Oh, it's going to be a pain if we start dragging him around, but it won't look good if he gets eaten by something while we're walking around the ship. So, well, we'll have to make a decision. We'll see if we can wake him up. He's still alive.
You do realize, sir, that he's already lied about this mission.
Absolutely. This is not one of ours.
This is not what we thought it would be.
Hell no.
Quite excited to see their tech, but not what we were expecting.
Hey, Cash, try keep it in your pants, all right?
No promises, Corporal.
We're here to get the black box and get out. Quite frankly, I now realize that those UPP guys, they probably came from this ship, so they probably know where we are or where we're heading. So we want to be real quick. We want to be in, we want to be out. Just like prom night, all right? Okay, so also, Cash, your boot don't look so good.
I'm fine.
Sure?
Yeah, and I'll turn around and start messing with stuff.
Okay.
All right. Ranger, how you doing? You look a bit tired.
Just sucking air, Corp.
That's good. You want to keep those lungs filled. You don't, you die. Gordon.
Yes, Corp.
How you doing?
This is so cool.
Oh man, you're so green. So green. Right. Anyway, first things first. Stock check. How are your boots doing? How are your socks doing? Are you sucky? Are you wet?
All good. Check.
Ranger? Soggy boots?
Socks are dry, Corp.
Good. Cash?
Oh, a little bit of mud, but nothing I can't handle, boss.
All right. You don't want to get soft feet out here because we may have to walk.
I think I'm past the point of sore feet.
Yeah, you took a pretty nasty fall.
Nothing. Just like rolling out of bed, boss.
If that bed was a 10-foot mud hill. When we get back, you're going to do some training on the ropes. You need to learn how to run up a hill.
It's fine. He normally gets kicked out of bed anyway.
So
It's true.
True. We're just carrying too much shit in the heat, man. This planet is a fucking shithole.
It's not nice. Aren't you glad you were a part of my fire team?
I'll turn around and carry on doing something else.
Does anybody here have the banter talent? Because I feel like that was banter. And if we were, we would reduce some stress. No?
Nope.
No?
Sadly, no.
No.
Oh, okay. So it was just banter for the lols rather than banter for the stress. Right.
Yeah.
However, if I guess Gordon, because you are making the place safe, if you're staying on point for a minute and you're going to take a breather while the pups do their work, Zim and Cash could take a moment with their iconic items and recover some stress. Just sort of sit there.
Zim's not currently stressed.
He's not stressed at all.
No, Zim is taking a quiz.
I've only got one stress, so I'm okay at the moment. I've got a little bit of adrenaline in the system.
I'm just like stress, but not too much. All right.
Yeah, that's fine. I'm fine.
So they cover, the pups cover like a zone around with information. Folks on the stream, I know it's a little bit small for you to see, but I have sent you guys a picture in the Discord to see the ship, and it's not so hard that you or Cash hasn't used this something similar before to kind of infer what each location, what each space is. So you're very welcome to use the map as the map, if you will.
Okay.
And not
it'll do.
Yeah, it'll do. It's not a particularly giant map, but you can see
We'll
that...
have a map overlay next week.
Yeah. It's okay. We're running this mostly.
I didn't have time today. Sorry.
I asked at about 7 seconds to live. Was the other end of that situation. So you can see the pups have sort of mapped out where the edge of the ship is, either like the just destroyed from the atmospheric and then bashing in, and then also like where the walls and the mud and stuff has made places inaccessible, and then finally they can't go like underwater or through the so they can only really map this top level, this deck that you're on. If you want to go and explore lower levels, we're going to be diving underwater and swimming through stuff. Remember that one from where they swim like that? Yeah. Not that there's aliens down there. Maybe.
Why did that ship flood in that film?
I don't know.
Whilst in space.
Just so they could have that cool thing, I think.
Yeah, the swimming aliens were cool, but I'm not sure why that whole ship flooded. But anyway.
No, me neither. Me neither.
Whereas this one, I know why it's flooded.
Yes, we know why this one's flooded. It's because it's a horrible, wet, yucky planet. So you are at the aft engineering airlock. This long corridor you've kind of staked your claim in is between the two fuel tanks of the ship. Whether you bang on them, like if you bang on the right side, you can hear it making like an odd sort of empty-ish thunk. And the right side, the right wall, there is some substance to it. So you can fairly easily assume that the right fuel tank has been ruptured, and probably the waters around the crashed ship are gone, are covered in, filled with fuel of some kind, whatever was used on this ship. And yeah, so this corridor runs straight ahead. Once you reach the end of the corridor, you will be in like shin deep water, just sort of sloshing around, which is going to make stealth moves, unless you can maybe crawl on the wall or the ceiling, difficult.
This may be a good place to set the explosive charges. I think we're right next to one of the fuel tanks.
Well, yeah, that sounds like a plan, but
we've got the detonators. We don't have to. We don't have to blow it up right now. But I don't want to be carrying around 4 canisters of this stuff. And if we're going to try and at least we can rig up one.
No, let's rig it up, because hey, worst case scenario, we get pinned in, we can go out like heroes.
Okay. Okay, so I can do that because I've got heavy machinery.
Yeah.
I think that's what we're using, isn't it?
Yes,
To
absolutely.
rig it up, heavy machinery.
Zim will overwatch, but obviously has no idea because he doesn't deal with explosives.
Yeah. And you've also got, was it 4 canisters of quinitracetylene?
Yeah, so we'll rig up 1 canister and we'll rig up one of the explosive charges, because that's basically what we're going to do, isn't it?
Mm-hmm.
And that should trigger the whole fuel tank.
Yeah.
And then we can do the rest further along.
Yeah, I'm gonna see to Gaddon.
Sure.
I'm gonna try and get him up. So a med pack gives me 2 extra dice, doesn't it?
+2 to do this, yeah.
Okay.
I
I get 2 successes.
All right, cool. So
On medical aid.
you medical aid. I think that gives him 1 extra health point off the top of my head. 1 to succeed would give him 1, and then the second success would give him 2. So he whether you like give him a shot of adrenaline and some antivirals or
Yeah, just like, like you're probably right. It's like probably like just an injection's got like adrenaline and all sorts of stuff in it.
Just the get the marine moving shot kind of thing.
Yeah.
It's definitely no auto doc, but it's gonna wake him up. Whole bunch of caffeine in there as well, and he jumps up. He just like do you know, I had a horrible... Oh, shit. We're on this fucking planet still, aren't we?
That's right. And you have not been entirely truthful with us.
He looks at you. He looks around. He looks back at you, and he says, "This is not our rescue ship, is it? This is not. We didn't come here on the. This is the we've." And he rubs his head, which probably smears mud all over his hands, which he just is like, "We've made it to the medical ship. We're here." And he goes to reach for his PDAT, but you guys already took it. And he's like, I need my PDAT. It's got a protocol on it. We need to get to the central processing, the computer room, a computer access point. It's got a program on here that can download the information, and then we can.
Hey, the corporal asked you a question. Get on and answer it.
And
I said,
he suddenly looks at you, Ranger, like, Marines, yes, rank and yeah, okay. What was the question again?
you've not been entirely honest with us. Where are we and what are we here for, really?
He looks at you. He says, "Well, this was all discussed with General Vaughn. It was a operational security measure.
Operational security measure may have just got my Marines killed. Now, thankfully, we're inside.
He shakes his head. He's like, no, it was the terrain. That we didn't tell you anything.
No, but this ship, we don't know what's in here. We don't know where our enemy are. We could have done with some.
Ours.
We could have done with some intel. Is what I'm saying.
Well, you see, you're all just
expendable.
Marines.
Say it.
No
expendable.
offense.
That's right. Remember that, guys. Corporates do the lying, Marines do the dying.
That was brilliant.
That was perfect. But
at that, Zim reaches down and takes his pistol out of his holster.
Who the
I'll be taking.
corporates?
I'll be keeping hold of this. Bad enough that we've already got you lying to us. I don't want a bullet in the back.
He laughs and he says, "Well, it probably would have done myself more damage than any of you chaps. But just remember, General Vaughn is the one who sent me out here, and it's your job to keep me alive, to get the information I needed to get. If I don't be coming back, well, I'm pretty sure General Vaughn won't be happy."
I'm pretty sure General Vaughn will be fine as long as we got the information. Everyone's expendable, Gannon. Everybody.
Except the corporal.
Well, I don't like to blow my own trumpet.
So he tries to push himself to his feet and then winces because obviously he's got his mangled foot. And
he's also missing a boot, right?
Yeah, that's where he's like, "Wait, what happened to my other? Did I lose it in the mud?"
Oh, you must have done. Didn't see it.
He looks at you all in a kind of way. He says, "Listen, we've lost our uplink to your the Tam and your exfiltration team. Maybe we should find the communications network on this, see if their uplink works. They'll have a more powerful transmitter than any of this personal comms we've got going here. Maybe we can then use that to get contact with your boss and
Well, Gannon, I found myself in need of you. So here is a map, and I show him the map of the thing that the...
Oh, you show him the pups? The pup
Yeah, show him the pup map. I was like, because this is clearly not one of ours. It's not designed like one of ours. So we need to know where we're going.
And maybe he takes a minute or two with Cash to kind of go through like bits and pieces. He asks for his PDAT back.
We don't give it back.
he says, well, if you want, you're talking about operational success and safety of your troops. And he gestures at you like a cocky shit and goes, be my guest. You use it. And leans
no
back.
troops here, we're Marines.
Can I take a look at it and see if I can use it?
Yeah, you take do you hand him the PDAT?
Yep.
Right.
Absolutely.
It asks you for a password.
I'm going to tap the back of my assault rifle on a big canister. Tink, tink, tink. We're all ready, Corp.
Yeah.
Can you please not do that to the explosive liquid?
Type in Carter as his password to try and...
Burke, Carter J. No, unfortunately, it doesn't work. Would have been nice, though.
Okay, Cash, give it here. And I hand it to Gannon.
All right.
But as he goes to take it, I put it back. And I go, any funny business, and I'll bury you out here.
And he's like, what? Look, I'm just the corporate agent. This operational security stuff is all General Vaughn. She wants this on the quiet. She picked your team. Hostility is...
Just use the fucking thing.
All right, so he logs into his stuff. Between the info the pup is given, the information he's got on here, you take a little while, you map out the whole of the ship. All right, so we probably want to head, and he gestures down the corridor, down this way, take a left. If we follow it all the way along, that should bring us to the computer mainframe. There might be more information if we were to head down to I think this is a briefing room. There might be some more information there, but we should be able to get everything we need from the computer mainframe. And then the sensor maintenance or some of the other stations might be able to give us status on the comms unit. We might be able to scavenge bits to build things back up.
That's where I come in.
Well, let's do a straight run. I want straight to the computer mainframe. I want your information. And I want straight to the sensors and see if we can get comms out. And if we can't, we need to come up with a new idea on how we're going to get out of this horrible, horrible rock. Because it is awful here. It
is not great. He does this thing, you know, where you like explode images, and part of an image in one room, he explodes it out, and he's like, where is it? Let me just see. No, that's not it. Where is it? Oh, there it is. All right.
Did I catch what his password was?
You want to make an observation roll?
Yeah. Bring it on. I would be hanging around to look at the screen anyway, you know.
I'm not gonna lie, I thought about taking it back off him as soon as he put it in.
Okay, so 5 of those and 1 stress die.
This is where he panics.
Oh, 1 success.
All right. So it's a numeric passcode. You pick it up. Why the fuck not? 426. Yeah, is the thing. But what he's zooming in on is a place in what you've tagged as the cargo deck, and he's like, "Motherfuckers, those are proprietary." And you can see he's zoomed in on. It looks like in the pup's 3D schematic kind of render, a power loader. He's like, "Are they?" And he's rotating it to try and look at it and be like, the UPP. That's copyrighted, proprietary designs. And you can see him just swearing and being annoyed that
what's weird about power loaders?
They don't. We've never licensed any of these products to the UPP. If they've bought them secondhand. But and he goes in, he's like, look at this joint here, and talks about certain things. Like, could be the resolution, but I don't think that's an official power loader.
In the background, Zim's like,
So they've stolen some power loaders and made a few adjustments.
He's just like, well, that's our IP.
I'll check them out.
Are we ready to move, Corp?
I love power loaders.
It's just one thing, Gannon. We are literally on their ship stealing their computer mainframe. I think them stealing some power loaders really isn't an issue.
Well, it's about the wider issue across the whole of their, and he sees, like, you know, he's obviously not getting the thing across. He's probably going to have to talk to legal about this. And he's just like, okay, never mind. On target.
Let's wrap this up. Let's stick together, because this is a deep, dark, creepy ship with no lights, vines, water, and quite frankly, noises. Hey, Gordon, come here.
Yep.
And as you get closer, he takes the detonator off here. I'll keep hold of this because you're a little bit excited.
Yeah. I'm gonna flick on my lamp and blind him.
Ping.
Cheers. Right. Well, as with that, you got a point. And as he does that, I turn on my motion tracker.
Oh.
I need to do a power roll. I believe they've got 4 power.
Brilliant.
Yeah, they start with 4.
This one now has 3.
Nice.
It goes on.
Bing. All right, so you stand there, you set off pings, goes ping, boop, and that kind of stuff. 1 ping only, Vasily. Right, there we go. I've got that quote out of the way. I've done it. And you see, as it sort of scans the area, there are a bunch of things moving. That it's a similar problem that Gordon had with his targeting. You know, you've got probably fish or eels or those prawn bug things moving. And then above you, you've got things skittering around. You're not sure, but the interference somewhere in what you've tagged as the a cargo deck might be some bees or something in there, because there's like a swarmy thing going on. You know, it's hard, but it doesn't, to your reading, say there are 5 guys over there or there's a tiger in this room.
Yeah, I'm gonna keep it on in the background, and I'm looking to make sure that if any of those blips suddenly make a beeline for our general direction.
Okay.
Otherwise, it's just there in the background doing its thing. And
I'm worried that Millie mentioned tigers for some reason. That's got me worried.
Yeah, just no tigers in here. All right.
In this room.
In this corridor. All right, so we head forwards in, you know, Gordon at the front, is that right? And then Ranger, and then Kent, and then Cash, and then Zim. Is that our?
That's correct. I'm watching R6.
Yeah.
Roger that.
Leading from the back.
Leading from the back. Nice.
Hey, that's where the danger is. That's where the UPP comes from.
All right, so Kent advises you to head straight on, and then when we get to the junction, make a left, and then we should be able to just go straight on. You could go up a different route if you want. You could go straight and then left and then straight a bit, or straight, you know, left. But that's the most simple way that he reckons.
We'll take the most direct route.
Okay. So on the way, you make a left, you look straight ahead, you can see sparks of light and reflections in the water and that kind of stuff. Are we trying to move stealthily, or are we just moving as a Marine?
I am not stealthy.
I think if we were moving in any type of fashion, we would be quite not cautious, but we'd be probably a bit more observant than usual.
Okay.
Like we'd be doing the classic, like you see in the TV films and the films and that, where they're checking their the points as they're going.
Doors and corners.
Yeah,
and corners, that's where they get in. So many quotes. All the quotes. All right. So we just follow the corridors. You go down as you make your second turn. So you take a left turn, and then you take a right turn. This corridor on the left-hand side just has rows of what must have been dormitories, quite small, 4.5 meter long rooms. Looks like they have 4 bunks in each of them, and looks like most of the bedding and most of the furniture is either rotten and fallen down, or creatures have come and stolen parts of the bedding, ripped the stuffing and the sheets and stuff. And on the floor you can see that there are pictures and personal letters and effects sort of floating and all this kind of stuff. And as you guys move through, you can see like the waves and stuff. Bits of these things float out into the corridors and that kind of stuff.
Can we tell if any of this detritus is military or if it's all civilian? Because you'd know, wouldn't you?
Do you want to take down and have a look? You want to crouch down and have a look through this stuff?
Do you want to have a look? I just want to see what kind of personnel we're dealing with. You should be able to.
I mean, it
Good
just
day, Frosty Gordon. I'll take a look.
How long has this bird been down?
Ken is like, well, our reports were about 6 to 8 weeks. I don't know how long it took the intel to get to us. There's a big window of opportunity here.
I'll fish out some stuff that's like in the water near me, clothing or gear or anything, and see if there's any kind of military insignia on it, or it all looks civvy.
Most of it looks like civilian. There's a couple of what you'd consider like not like clean room stuff. So maybe if any of your Marines have had like burns or like long stays in the infirmary, the sort of clean room they might have stayed in, the staff would be wearing this. Also, that's maybe if you've ever seen somebody drop a barrel of quinitracetylene into a dry dock, and the people treated after surviving, if they survived, the medical staff would have been wearing this kind of stuff. None of the things in the dormitories seem to be military or classified or anything like that.
So all civilian or medical, boss. Nothing military.
It's just really strange while we're here looking into this ship in
Those
particular.
guys with the rocket launchers certainly had military.
You're not wrong there, God. Not wrong there. Okay, let's keep this moving.
So Kent, why are we here on this medical frigate then? What have they got here we want?
He's like, well, I'm not sure. You're
not sure.
Need to know that kind of thing.
We need to fucking know.
I mean, Cash, you ain't wrong, but he ain't gonna tell us.
Look, we need to just secure the flight data.
Hey, Ranger, didn't you do that really week-long intensive torturing course?
I'm not allowed to talk about it, Corp.
Yeah, that's what I thought. Yeah. Watch out for him, Gavin.
He'd have to waterboard you if he told you about it.
Just
generally trying to cause a little bit of fear into Gavin.
All right. Make a manipulation roll.
Oh God.
Am I in the right system? Am I still in Coriolis?
Yeah. No, there is a manipulation. I can roll 3 dice. I got a success.
Cool.
So Ken gulps. There's an audible like, okay, understood. I'll it should be that door. And he just points to the door at the far end of the corridor. Should be just down that way. Yeah. And he like, shit, you guys are horrible. I hate this. Kind of thing. So, who's at the front and who's at the rear? It's Gordon at the front, yeah?
And Zim's at the rear.
All right, Zim. Zim, can you make me an observation roll?
Do I get a bonus from my motion tracker?
No, but you could just use your motion tracker and make a ping with it instead if you want.
Well, it's whether I'm supposed to be like seeing something or whether it's something coming towards us.
Do you want to use your power? More power.
More power. It's up to you.
I've actually got good observation, so it's not a problem. I've got observation 2, so I'm rolling 5 dice. I should get 1 success.
Nice. Okay.
So I'm being very cautious. I'm like doing the classic sort of with the motion tracker sort of on the underside.
All right. Just for the briefest of seconds, it looks like something went from the ceiling, like just on the corner, something moved from the ceiling to the floor and then down the corridor that you know, the left turn that you made, down that way. So it came from the roof down. It was a stealthy bastard, because they didn't like splash into the water. If you hadn't have just been kind of looking and you know, on sort of watch, you would never have seen them.
At which point, I'm going to look at my motion tracker.
Okay, you ping it. Make a roll.
I do not get any ones this time.
All right. So you ping it. You wait a moment. You're not sure if it's the bees that were in the cargo area setting this sign off, or something that's stopped moving. But there was a brief movement, and then it dissipated, like it shrank. Like, you know, when something just shranks is not a word. Shrunk.
It is now.
Yeah.
It shrank.
In a minute.
It shrank, but it shrinks.
Yeah. And then disappeared, like the target that the motion tracker
just a
picked
trick
up,
of the light.
Just disappeared. Could be the interference from all these vines. Could have been the bugs. Could have been something dying and stopping moving. You're not sure. Could be the water interfering. All these things, all these probable causes. But something did move and then stopped.
That's probably going to play. Zim's like, okay, yeah, okay, yeah, all right. So, he's just going to be like, could be something on R6, not 100% sure. We just need to move. We're losing Marines left, right,
We're losing
center.
Marines all over the show. Everybody's going down. It's great.
Still a corp.
Okay, good Ranger, good. I seem to have lost cash and garden.
Oh my god, I've lost the signal.
Oh my god. TPK, we're all dead.
Yeah, I did it. Right, so yeah, you just see this glancing disappearance of...
Did it look shiny when I caught a glimpse of it?
No, it looked quite dark. Definitely black. Could have been dark green.
Okay.
Could have been covered in crap and mud.
So I'm just going to sort of comm to the guys. I think we got some indigenous wildlife moving around behind us. Just watch yourselves, because whatever it is, it's moving stealthy. The motion tracker barely picked it up before it disappeared again.
Mm-hmm. You don't go back down there to investigate then?
Oh, hell no. We're here to do a job.
Right.
And that job is not kill indigenous life forms.
So we continue down this long corridor towards the end of the room, which is where where Gannon, Kent. He says, all right, this should be some sort of mainframe, some sort of sensor, some sort of info room. And he looks at you guys, like the Marines on the. So which one of you fools is gonna go first?
It's okay, Gadden. That's the room you need to go in, right?
He says, but you're the Marines.
And? You said it yourself. There's going to be nobody.
Took my gun off me, and you've just seen strange things at the end of the corridor.
Oh, indigenous wildlife. Don't worry, that's behind us anyway.
And he puts his hand out for his gun.
No. It's all right. Gordon will go first.
All right, we send Gordon in first.
We send Gordon in first. Gordon, you've been sent in.
Yeah, I think he's talking. So this room, when Gordon heads in, this is something that Cash would love, because there's wires and screens. It does look like local gerbils or something have made a home in parts of it. Because the angle of the ship, you can see that the water is up to roughly Gordon's knees, and then there is you can see there is like a ladder that runs. You can see the top of the ladder bolted to a wall, and it goes down into the water.
Watch out, guys! There could be a hole down there. You don't want to fall in. You get real wet. So I then turn to Gadden and was like, "Hey, Gadden, is this the room we need to be in?"
He looks around. He says, "I can't see the right sort of information banks here. Maybe there's another thing we tagged as a mainframe further up. Maybe it's in there. Tell them to go further in.
Hey, Gadden, is it this on the map? And I show him, and is it that computer mainframe?
That's the computer mainframe
that ends and there's nothing else down there.
Mm-hmm. Yep.
Hey, Gadden, we're set up here. You'll be safe. You just go down there. If that's where you're going. It's just a closed room. There's gonna be nothing in there.
He says, but still, can I have my gun back?
Oh hell, Ranger, will you go with the man?
He'd rather send a Marine.
Yes, cool. Oscar Mike.
Yeah.
Thank you. All right, and then I just tell sort of Cash to look at the technical stuff to see if there's anything worth.
Yeah, just
pillaging.
Calm down, Cash. Just pay attention, do it properly, kind of thing.
Yeah, Cash, just get a good look. If there's anything of use, we'll take it. If not, we're moving. And then I tell Gordon to just like sort of cover the other two entrances to this room. Yeah. So I'm just having him sort of sweeping, and I'm there with the motion tracker, just watching as Ranger takes Gadden down to the computer mainframe room.
All right, so we head down this corridor. It gets like cramped-ish. It's like one person down here, as you can see like the server racks hanging down the corridor, a combination of wires and vines hanging everywhere, and the door there is closed. Gannon just sort of looks at you, Ranger, in a... Are you gonna hit it or something? Can you not force it open?
What, do you want me to wave a magic wand?
I mean, you're all very strong. Do you not have like a crowbar or something?
Nope.
And he does that thing, like a really shitty boss at work who just like, well, go get one then.
I have this blowtorch.
Right. Good. And he gestures at the door, like.
I'll hand him the blowtorch.
It's like, I'm not trained in these, and he hands you it back.
I'll start cutting out the door.
Okay, cool. Yeah, you want to make a heavy machinery roll. I think your cutting torch will give you a bonus.
Yeah, I think I had one in the last series, and I think it gives you a +1.
+1 or +2, yeah.
Heavy machinery rolls.
Do I have the card for it?
What's heavy machinery under?
It's under strength, I do believe.
Oh, well, that's not too bad. And it gives you what, sir?
+1, at least.
Alright. Ooh, 2 successes.
Ooh, cool. Cool. Alright, so, first success will open the door. Second success, you could use it to show off, or totally screw up the lock so nobody else can block it, or never have to. So you cut it in a way that you can open and close the door at will, kind of thing. Not a free action, but you won't have to make a roll for it if you want.
Could I perhaps angle my blowtorch so the sparks get the corporate man?
Alright, so you're doing a variation of showing off, like intimidate.
Yeah, just trying to piss him off.
Okay. So yeah, we anger, sparks fly across the area, like in the. And he's like, "Careful! This is non-refundable. I won't get them. You don't care, do you?" And he just like, these guys are the worst. I heard that Marines were like state of the art. I should have just brought the Yutani 8 soldiers with me. We could have... No. Working government contracts. It's where the money is, Gunner. It's where the money is, kind of thing. And you can see him like just sort of like... like his stress level is rising. So we open the door. There is a wave of water that comes out. Like this is filled up much higher there. And I need you to make a observation roll.
As a forward reserve person, I expect this to be a very good roll.
No.
You're on mute. You're on mute.
You're on mute. We couldn't hear you.
I'm on mute.
Yeah.
Oh, that's helpful.
Never mind.
I was saying, would it be too close quarters for my scope?
Oh, you want to be able to... I think it would, because...
Yeah, in which case it was just 2 successes.
Just 2. All right. So, what's Ranger's opinion on banned books?
Banned books?
Yeah, is he the sort of person who would read a book that the government would say, you cannot read this or download this? Or is he a good person who would not do that kind of thing?
Well, as an ex-offender and placed in the Marine Corps by a judge, he's probably trying to stay on the right side of the law at the moment and being a good Marine.
All right. All right, so you might have heard about this in a roundabout way then. There was a prisoner in a Weyland Yutani facility a little while ago who wrote a book. It's called Space Beast. It's by a chap called Robert Morse. Is it Morse? Let me just double check the name. Morse. And if you've, a passing interest, even in that like kind of la 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 la, talks about a dragon with a black shining skull, jaws of obsidian, strangely additional extra fingered elongated claws, and in this wave of water that's coming out of the room, the first thing that leaps to your mind in this wave as you see this black crest rolling out the room is, it's gonna eat me. I would like your panic to go up by 1. You must make an immediate panic roll, and we'll see.
What's panic roll again?
All right, so you're gonna roll a d6 and add your current stress level to it.
Oh God. 3.
3. All right, so you managed to keep it together as this thing rolls out the room. Kent screams. There is 2 or 3 shots as he clearly shoots the wall, the water, narrowly misses you, and you guys...
Where did he get the gun from?
Did you not give him his gun back?
No, I did
okay.
not give him his gun
I thought
back.
you gave his gun back. All right, so he doesn't shoot anything. All right, he doesn't shoot anything. My mistake. So he runs. He pushes you, Ranger, towards this thing, and you can hear him splashing down the corridor. Much to your relief.
What a dick!
Much to your relief, this thing rolls down, and there is probably a moment or two of like maybe wrestling with it, only to find that it's like a heavy dead weight, waterlogged, and whatever this beast, this dragon from the book is very much dead.
Obviously, Zim comes running around the corner, obviously hearing screams and
Running
having loads of water.
Straight into you is Kent, and he's just like, it's there, and he pushes past you, and he's
I almost
heading...
do that classic Marine thing of like butting him out of the way with the get out of the way, because he's essentially just left one of my Marines in a quite difficult situation.
He's got no gun.
Yeah, well, I don't give a damn. He's left a Marine, and when I find out he's been pushing my Marines, he's going to be in a lot of trouble. But still, Zim's first obviously thing is that Ranger's now potentially in danger on his own.
Yeah.
So, like, I've ordered Cash and, like, Gordon to go into, like, sort of
so they'll
guard mode.
They'll do the rear guard.
And I'm literally sprinting around the corner, like, rifle first.
Ranger's gonna recover what's left of his dignity, because he probably did scream as well. In fact, he was like, "Oh my god!"
That adrenaline release of combat kind of.
But then he'll get his rifle on it, and keep it on a target because I don't trust it to be dead.
Yeah.
And I have no idea what the feck it is.
No. How is Zim on banned books?
Zim, as a Marine guy through and through, he would not read anything he's not supposed to.
All right. So you see, Ranger. He's got his. Do you have a rifle, or do you have the sniper version? Don't you, Ranger?
Yes.
Yeah. So he's got his You must be backing up a bit to make sure you've got optimal kind of range, because it would be ungainly in close combat. Backing up a bit, there is, as the water sort of sweeps out and levels, this it looks like a man-sized thing, maybe a little bit taller, but it's probably in some sort of rigor mortis. Its knees are curled up to its chest. It's got some sort of tail floating in the water next to it. It's got this huge and it's like dragon-like in its sort of, like this long sweeping head. Its jaws are wide open. You can see they look black and metallic, but inside it you can see some of those, the little yellow prawn things are flapping and spattering about in there, like maybe prawn eggs have been laid inside its head and something, and its arms, yes, they are long, but they're covered in vines. This has not, and definitely not part of the indigenous monsters of O'Bannon's world.
But would Zim really know that?
Well, I imagine there's got to be standard, because O'Bannon's world is known. The UA has been to war on this planet, so there's got to have been at some point a briefing on, don't get wrapped up in these vines. These are indigenous. Don't do this. There's a thing called a vampire plant. These are hook bushes. That kind of stuff.
Okay.
It's never included.
Blame everything that moves.
Yeah. It's never included this dragon.
I'm gonna slowly walk up to it and kick it in the head.
Yeah, it's floating slightly. It moves. A bunch of these yellow.
The hell is it called?
I'm not sure it's from around here. I also think that might be what we're on this ship for. Kind of nodding suspiciously at Ranger.
That goddamn Siri just pushed me into this thing and left me be.
Man, he is going to get one of us killed if we're not careful. So, at that point, it's probably dead.
It's not moved. You've kicked it. You've watched it. It seems to have prawns in its head. Or the face part of it.
You said vines. Are the vines going off its arms?
Yeah.
Are those the indigenous vines?
Yeah, it looks like some of the you've been schlepping through this swamp
we've been
for a day.
Yeah.
So this is like the marsh things.
It's not a vampire one, is it?
No, this is a normal.
Ah, okay.
Normal vines.
I'm like, well, congratulations, Ranger. You got a new friend.
Looks like your mum caught.
Oh! No, my mom is not nearly as pretty as that thing. All right. Hey, Gadden, get back up here. We need this intel. We need to go now. Whatever it is dead.
All right. So at the other end of the corridor, basically, Gordon, you heard a bit of a shout. The corporate guy, Ken, oh, fuck! And splashing and running, runs towards and into Zim's, get out of the way, kind of thing. And then he runs up and he basically, hides behind you, the smart gunner kind of thing, for a minute. And then there's, some, whatever the corporal and folks are doing down that corridor kind of go on. And he looks at you, Gordon, and he says, shit, we should check out the cryostasis. There's a cryopods on here. We should go and check them out. Come on, we should go. you've got the come on. We should check that now. And do a head count.
I'm gonna unsling one of the great big canisters, slap it on the floor, and rig it up.
Oh, just here in the sensor
right,
mainframe?
Right here and now. If this all goes to tits,
no,
I'll make sure you go down fast.
No, you can't blow up here. This is where we need to fix Cash when he's finished looking through. He should be able to work out how we can repair this and contact your ship. You can't blow this room up. You're all crazy.
I'll roll my machine roll.
You're gonna do it. Okay.
Obviously, Zim, not getting a response from Gavin, has now made his way back towards...
Are you sure it's not our own team that's going to get us killed?
just Gordon's going to get you blown up.
I took the detonator off him, so it's okay.
Yeah. You arrive where Gannon goes, you're all crazy. Corporal, he's going to blow up the sensor network here before your man Cash here has done his checks. We're never going to get in trouble and in contact with your dropship, and we're going to be stuck here.
So,
I rolled 5 for my panic roll, but I passed.
So first, Sim's like, he ain't blowing nothing up. I got the detonator. It'll be me who blows something up. Second of all, and they kind of like, because I'm imagining his pulse rifle's got like a sort of thing on it to hold it. He sets it down and pulls out of the back of his wrist his combat knife. He's got his little knife holster there, and he walks straight up to the corporate guy, pushes him against the wall, and gently presses it in his lower regions. You're going to tell me exactly what that...
There's a considerable dollar value assigned to that, Corporal. Let's not.
There is a. I don't give a.
You just said there's a considerable dollar value to it.
Yes, they're precious to him.
I don't give a goddamn rat's ass about dollar values or anything. You just pushed one of my Marines into something that could have potentially killed him. I don't even know what that is, but you know what that is, because I saw the fear in your eyes, and you were scared. And not just scared like, oh, something just made me scared. You were scared. So what is it now? Or you lose that dollar value.
Cop, he wanted to go check the cryo chambers. I think that might give some idea as to what we're dealing with.
Hey, Gordon. Go take a walk down that alleyway. You'll see exactly what I think we're dealing with.
Might I shoot some shit?
If there's more of them, there's definitely gonna be some shooting of shit.
Like,
okay, I'll go walk down.
Don't shoot the things we've come here to. Right. Listen. Wow,
man, this thing's cool.
Gordon's impressed. There is.
I'm gonna hold it up on the end of my gun. Whoa! Look at that.
It's quite heavy. Can you make a strength check? And while we're doing that,
I really don't need to make a strength check. I've got strength 5. Really, a strength check? I'm just gonna get some bonuses for later.
All right.
Yeah, I passed.
Okay. So Ken looks at you, Zim, and he's like, "Listen, I knew this was a UPP ship. They have stolen." More than just power loaders. Some of the shit that they're working on here. If we go and check out the cryo stasis pods, you'll find that they're all UA pods. They've stolen some of our scientists on a secret project that we've been working with the Colonial Marines, and I needed to either verify that they are the scientists and the transponder details and where they have been and where this breach might possibly have come from. If recovery and reclamation of the cryopods is not possible, then we are to scuttle the ship. That's all. General Vaughn has authorized me to tell you.
I mean, it looks pretty scuttled to me already.
Yeah.
He says, looking around.
You mean destroy?
Mm-hmm.
Well, look. I will
I
take
better
this up
get-
with General Vaughn myself. You have sent my Marines into God knows what that is. I literally have no idea. Hey, Cash, have you gone and looked down at that giant creature thing that's black in the hallway down there? Go have a look.
What the fuck? No.
That should be
I'm
crazy.
waving it on the end of my gun. Look.
Like
What the fuck is that
this
shit?
would be like waving a 7-foot tall person off the end of a smart rifle. Like
I've taken a point of stress.
yeah. In fact,
Okay.
yeah.
Okay.
Everybody.
I'll lift it. I'll lift it vaguely out of the water, but not actually.
What does it look like?
All right, so
It's a xenomorph.
it's a xenomorph. It's a dead
Have you ever
xenomorph.
seen Alien?
I know that.
I'm sorry.
So it's got
It's a
this,
xenomorph, okay.
this extended black shiny skull as Gordon lifts it out the water, maybe using the end of his rifle to really heft it up and then pick it up. A load of the yellow prawns just fall out of its head. Its bottom jaw falls slack and this inner jaw hangs out. It's got long arms, far longer than a human, and they have like 6 fingers. Covered in vines from something dying here. It's got a tail that drops down into the water, and when Gordon hefts it out the water, it's like still knees on the floor kind of thing. It's completely dead.
Oh, God, and put that shit down.
Yeah.
Nobody needs to see
What
that.
the fuck is that? Is this what those scientists were?
Cash, I think that's what we're here about.
Well, let's just blow this fucking shit up and get out of here, boss.
We're gonna need somewhere they can land to get us off.
Right about now, Gordon, I don't even give a shit if we're going to get off this rock. Right now, I give a shit about getting out of this ship.
Okay.
I don't think that was an indigenous life form following us earlier, which is another reason I'm like waving my knife in like Gadden's face at the same time. And I think that's why you were more scared about going through the doors earlier, because what I saw behind us, it was stealthy and it was black like that.
So this is why Kennedy he's still sort of like, whoa, just look, if we download the information from the flight recorder, we download that, we'll know if they had any live specimens on board and the number of scientists that should be in cryo.
No.
We can then do the math, yeah? We can then do
Gadden,
the math and know if we're in danger.
They had live specimens. Look at that.
But that could be it. That could be it.
What the fuck killed it?
That's well, hell, I don't know what kills that, but
Can I go over and look at it and see if I can tell what killed it?
Yeah, make
Was it
an observation
like bullets or was it
Prawns.
Prawns.
prawnies. Yeah, prawnies.
Sure, we don't know.
Maybe it ate a prawn.
Yeah, bad prawn.
Yum, yum,
Right,
yum.
I've got two
Just imagine this
stress now.
alien now with his little jaw coming out in the water trying to catch prawns.
Oh, I got 2 successes, but I rolled a panic on my stress die.
All right, let's make the panic roll first, because if you get higher than 10, you fail.
Right, so I've got 2 stress at the moment, so
What do you get? You roll a
11.
11? You got 2 stress?
Yeah? No, I rolled a 9 plus 2, 11.
How do you roll a 9 on a d6?
Oh, sorry.
Yeah,
I thought
sorry,
it was
just
2d6. Here we
Yeah.
go. I'll roll again.
Roll again.
I'll roll again. Here we go. 3. Okay, cool. 5.
All right, so you keep it together as you do. I mean, this thing, it doesn't look like it's injured. There's no gunshot wounds to it. Aside from where it looks like prawns have crawled into parts of its body cavities, it's not got any sort of.
I check my foot immediately.
you lift your foot out of the water and wrap it in gaffer tape.
Oh, I thought you'd stolen his boot earlier.
Yeah, I thought you'd
No, I
stolen.
didn't. No, I didn't. I didn't
Oh.
actually steal his boot. That'd be a complete dick move.
I mean, I literally went, is your boot missing?
Oh, right, sorry.
Yeah. So maybe you do.
Maybe yeah. Oh, yeah, I got his boot.
But yeah,
Boss, it looks like those fucking prawns climbed inside it and ate it from the inside.
maybe it
Oh,
did
man.
it while it slept.
Okay. Make a note. Don't go to sleep in here.
Don't sleep on this planet. Yeah.
What is up with this fucking planet?
You're right, Cash. It's fucking awful. I've got a few words for command when we get back about
I got to
this.
look at the schematics and go, boss, you want me to get to the power station and just rig this thing to blow?
Ken is like, no, we need to download the
Ken,
flight recorder.
You've lost, and my knife's like really close to his face now. You've lost all opportunity to vote on what we're doing here.
All right, so this is where we're gonna make an opposed roll, because he's gonna use his talent called Take Control, and he is literally gonna cite the rules and the regulations that you have been sent down by your superior officers, putting him in control of the situation, against you being like, I'm the corporal, I have executive power kind of thing. So this is him using his command. This is command.
It's command, right?
Yeah.
Okay, I have a point of command. Come on, command.
Just a one.
I got 2 successes.
All right. So it's a standoff because he also got 2.
Has Millie got a reroll?
Oh.
2 successes right
Millie
there.
has got a reroll.
Should I try?
Damn it.
All right, I'll use my reroll.
Yeah, because we're currently bantering back and forth.
Yeah. So he's reeling off, General Vaughan this and your CO that and mission parameters this.
How many dice is he rolling?
How much stress has he got
9.
right now?
No! Dice!
Oh, 4
I'm assuming
successes.
I was going to say, I'm assuming you can reroll.
All right. So he does. He just reels off the mission parameters, how this has come from General Vaughan. If you go back without taking this into account, he will citate every single one of you. If he doesn't make it out alive, Weyland Yutani is going to take the express delight in suing every single member of your family for reckless endangerment, dereliction of duty, misappropriation of government property, misappropriation, and he points at the pups, right? Misappropriation of Weyland Yutani. You get this
cuddle
job.
it.
Yeah, this kind of. You get this job done, Corporal, and you get it done now. And he just shouts you down.
Zim, as cool as anything, slides a knife back in his thing, and then just goes bang and jabs him, and goes, "I'll get the mission done."
All right.
I don't fucking like it though.
Hang on.
He's gonna give just a, oh yeah.
Then we can burn him.
Oh yeah, the
Excellent.
corporal is angry. The corporal's never been angry before, but the corporal is angry right now because if there's one thing,
Who is
Corporal
stood
Zim,
next to Kent?
I think it was Gordon, wasn't it?
Yeah, it
Gordon?
would be me. Yeah,
Right.
I'd be sitting next to Kent. Is this him using his extra? His
Oh,
stunt?
shit.
To make Gordon
Yes.
stop me.
Awesome, Millie. Awesome.
All right, so he uses his personal safety talent and
Yeah.
literally pushes Gordon. So you just go
Yeah.
bang in your smart gunner's face.
Bang! I probably hit his MK10 helmet. Ah, you prick. There is visible anger on Zim's
Yeah.
face.
Yeah.
Like he is a step away from putting out. He's
Take
like,
a stress.
Yeah.
Cool,
take
cool.
Hurrah, Corporal! Hurrah!
Cool. Suck it up, Corp.
Let's
The
get
quicker
this
we get
mission
this
done.
shit done, the quicker we can get out of here.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I'm gonna grab the corporal's like the straps on the side and just like headbutt his head. Give it the
so,
proper
hey,
psych
Gordon, sorry about that.
up. Hey.
So Ken, who does Ken? Let's see. Ken goes, Gordon, come on, you're with me. We need to go and check these cryopods. And he points at Cash, like he's not listening to Zim anymore. Cash, and he throws you his PDAT. Start downloading the systems.
Zim does put up a thing of, hey,
Which room are we in at the moment? Sorry,
We're
I
in the
had to. I
mainframe.
was
We're in the mainframe.
in the
we're in the
mainframe.
mainframe. We're
Okay.
right next to where we need to be.
I'm probably trying to do that anyway, to
Yeah.
be fair.
He chucks
so
he chucks you
I'll
the
just
PDAT,
catch it and just be like,
and he's like, Gordon, you're with me, kind of thing.
Hey,
And starts
Ken, I
splashing.
was there at the briefing, and these cryopods were nothing to do with the briefing. That intel was. You're not taking one of my Marines anywhere.
He's like,
Corporal, I'll be fine. I'll bring
Gordon,
it back.
you've got your
Gordon,
incinerator, right?
Gordon, it ain't about you being fine. It's about the rest of us being fine. If my smart gunner's off somewhere else, he's not protecting my ass and the ass of his fellow Marines.
and you're all so pathetic and weak. You need protection.
Uh,
You're all
hey,
little boys here splashing
You-
in the water.
Ken,
need
you are
to-
pushing your damn luck.
You aren't doing your job, Corporal.
Can everybody shut the fuck up? I'm trying to download this fucking
Right,
game.
let's grab-
Oh,
I'm gonna-
just,
I'm gonna-
just.
I'm gonna grab.
I'm
I'll
using
grab
that keyboard
Kent.
with the weird
I'm gonna
symbols.
grab.
I just
I'm
can't.
gonna grab
you know.
Kent and just haul him off.
All
No,
right.
you're not. Because Zim goes, hey, Gordon, I don't care who he is. I'm your superior officer. We'll get the intel and we'll go together to the cryotubes. Understand?
And Ken walks down the corridor and goes, "Come on."
I'm following. I'm following
Yeah.
Kent.
So he just walks off. Yeah.
Hey, he had a better command role than Zim. What can I
He
do?
did.
Hey, boss, maybe Ranger should go with him. Keep an eye on.
He just walks down the corridor.
Just tapping me.
And as I go, right, I'll turn around to the corporal and I'll hold up my last canister of the stuff with the trigger on it going.
Zim is visibly like anguished right now. He's
Yeah.
not very happy at all.
No.
Yeah.
He can.
And Gordon is going to have some words if we make it out of this because he's just.
Oh, don't worry. Gordon and his human shield will be all right.
Yeah.
So
I,
Zim just turns back to Cash and goes, "Get the damn data, Cash. I don't want to spend any longer here than we have to."
All right.
So at the latter end of that argument,
Yeah.
Ranger basically lit a cigarette, took a long drag, watched his sector to make sure nothing was coming down, and then after it just put it out.
All right. When you
Hold
put
it
it out, and then you look up, watching down this corridor, this second corridor from the sensor room, I would like you to make an observation roll.
Oh, you joy.
Yeah. So.
But that's great. That's what I'm good at. So hold on. Oh no, it's without my scope. 3 successes.
2,
3.
3. All right. So it wasn't there before. You are absolutely certain, without a doubt, but hung up, like strung up in the middle of the corridor, is it looks like some sort of burlap sacks, like a day sack or something that you might put extra bits in, and it's like it's been hung or tangled in some of the vines further down this corridor, about halfway down. So you'd have to leave line of sight of your squad. Ken and Gordon are heading up down the other corridor. They're going the long way round, and you're just looking down this. You can see this bag hanging in the middle of the corridor.
I'll go find out what it is.
Yeah, you head down all by yourself.
Yeah, absolutely.
Awesome. Splash, splash. You get there. You can see it is like a day sack. It's a thing. It's a bit old, covered in dirt and must and the ravages of the jungle around here. But you can see it's a bag and it's got stuff in it.
Can I take out? Is it tangled up?
It's sort of almost like the strap, like the strap that would go over your shoulder, has been looped around a bunch of the vines and then tied. So
I'll get my knife out and cut the strap.
Cut the strap. This weighty bag lands in your grasp.
All right, I'll have a look.
Have a look inside. It's filled with. At first glance, you think it's chunks of machinery or bits of plastic, bits and pieces. As you look further, you're pretty sure it's disassembled claymores.
Are disassembled claymores?
I mean, they are UA issued. You can't find the explosive parts of it though.
Cop! Why does this keep on happening to me? The bloody alien was the one that jumped out at me, and now I got this!
Does he touch the stuff?
Hey, you broke protocol. I told you to watch the point. I didn't tell you to go walking down the alleyway. So Zim obviously goes, "Hey, Cash, you right here for the moment?"
Yeah.
Do you make a comtech roll?
Sure. Two successes.
Excellent. Yeah. So you log into this. You've got the systems rolling. It'll take you a little bit less time. You think in a couple of minutes you could probably leave the PDAT there, do its stuff, and stay with the rest of your squad. You don't need to watch over it.
Okay.
Yeah. Meanwhile, as you're making your way through the ship with the corporate agent, he leads you the sort of long way around. You can hear more of your squad having a bit of an argument. He heads down. We make our way through past the central station, the repair station. You can see that it looks like some sort of monkey or something has made its home in one of the lockers. There is another one of these ladders that goes down into the water, and you can see that like the port is open, like the what is it? The porthole, the hatch is open.
Yeah, the hatch.
So, but it's completely like, unless you're going to go down and look in it, it's dark and underwater down there. And Kent says it should be this next door on the right for this hypersleep bay. And he gestures like after you.
Oh right, after me.
Yeah.
Yeah. Okay. I will go to the door.
Yeah, you head towards the door.
Yeah.
It's partly closed. And you can see that like vines have begun to grow through it. It would need a heavy machinery to give it a good chug open.
Okay. Let's see how I get on with my 3 stress dice.
Nice. Is that all? We can work on
4, 5, 3, 6, 9 dice. Yeah, I'm good.
Okay.
Yeah.
You get success, at least one?
Got 2.
Ooh, 2. Excellent. So do you want to be able to, like, do you pull the vines out so you can open and close the door easier and not have to make this check again?
No, I'm literally not gonna let my gun let go my gun. I'm just gonna walk swiftly towards it and like raised boots. Right. I'm literally just gonna hit it. So I've got 1 foot on the ground, 1 foot on the door, bended knee, guns in the doorway.
Push it through.
So I can blast anything that comes anywhere near me.
All right.
Well, it could come from behind me and just take me down a big hole and kill me. But
yeah, just drag you underwater.
Yeah, I'm just not that smart.
Yeah, no. So you push the door open. You can see in this room, on the far side of the room, there is a crack in the hull. It doesn't look wide enough for like you to climb through or any of your squad to climb through, but it definitely has been part of what's been letting the elements drip through into this into the ship. You can see like there's a crack of twilight kind of shining through. There is water on the far end of the room covering a bunch of the cryopods, but you can see the lights of the reflected in the muddy water. So there's this strange flashing green and yellow glow down that way. Okay. Quick kind of count as you scan that. Looks like there is about 20 pods here in nice rows, all plugged in. All of them seem to be lit. And Ken, once you don't kill anything or scream "let's rock," Ken pushes past you and wades into the room. He says, "Just make sure nothing, and keep that corporal away from me." He says,
okay. So is there anything? So can I step so that I can see back the corridor we came through, mm-hmm. and see into the room, and be, or is there, or does the corridor carry on going?
So it is.
So does the corridor go down and it's a dead end, and then there's the door?
Yeah. So to the left there is a dead end. To the right would take you in the direction of the mainframe room, and you came straight ahead. So the corridor from kind of straight ahead. So you could sort of position yourself. You'd probably need to be in the corridor to get a good sweep of everything, but yeah.
Well, I'll do that then.
Yeah. So Ken kind of makes idle choices. Like, have you ever considered like personal bodyguards or private military contracts. You know, we have some really great kit that we issue to our ape soldiers if you've ever considered it. How long is left on your term? And he just makes this kind of idle
Yeah, I think you'll find that if I can't hear the enemy coming, he will kill me, and if he kills me, he will kill you. So shut your damn ass and get on with your job.
And he just whistles. He's like, just making polite conversation, man.
Yeah, my corporal is going to kick my ass. Do you not know how much shit you got me in?
Yeah.
Get on with your job.
So he goes off. He wades through some of the waters, and you can see him. He's looking over some of the things. He's trying to look at readouts and that kind of stuff. Meanwhile, Ranger has a bag of disassembled claymores.
And a shouted his arse off the corporal.
Yeah, so Zim, you run, you leave Cash behind, you arrive. He's just down the corridor. He's got this dirty bag, and as he sort of maybe lifts up one of the plastic 3D printed things, it's a piece of a claymore.
To Ranger, this is probably more scary than that thing that we found down there, because that means something has been detaching and removing our very well placed claymores, which means they're probably more stealthy than I am, and that puts the shits at me. So I'll be like, Corp, these are our claymores, Corp.
You're not wrong there. What did you set them up with? Sticky tape?
Ain't nothing wrong with how I set up my claymores, Corp. It was they were the best setup I've done.
How on God's green earth are they on this ship?
Hanging
in
from
a bag that looks
hanging
like
from the ceiling.
And I look at the bag. I take it the bag looks like it's been there for a long time.
The bag is old and shitty. It's not been hanging here in the ship for a while. But it's clearly seen use in the jungles around here. Like, I mean, you guys wouldn't be unfamiliar, especially Ranger. Like most folks will have like in the field stuff that you never wash because you don't want it to smell of clean and washing powder and that kind of stuff. Ranger's ghillie suit is probably the most minging piece of kit you have ever seen. This bag has got that kind of odor, although it's a more O'Bannon world kind of odor than wherever Ranger has dragged that shit through.
Right.
These are some badass locals that we must be dealing with.
Well, think of it this way. This ship has been down here 8+ weeks, because let's face it, that intel did not get to that company group before then. So we're looking at potential survivors who have had to survive on the surface, and they could very well be UPP military personnel. Because let's face it, what they're carrying, that ain't normal carriage. You need
UPP, sir. They would have come after us already.
Not necessarily.
I'm telling you, this bag, it wasn't there a minute ago. There's someone else on this ship with us, or they're tracking us, and that, frankly, is even worse.
Well, that may very well be the case, but we can't see them, so we can't shoot them. So we're just going to have to operate normal procedures until we can work out what the hell is going on.
Corp, I want permission to go dark and go solo so I can hunt down whoever's tracking us.
Absolutely not. That is the quickest way to get yourself killed. Have you seen what's in this ship? Ranger, I know you're a badass motherfucker, but you saw what came out of there. I heard you squeal like a little piggy. All right? It wasn't
just... by surprise, old Corp.
Well, that's exactly what you want to go out and hunt. You want to go out and hunt surprise.
I want to go out there and hunt what's hunting me, Corp.
That's like going into the bayou and saying, I'm going to hunt a load of alligators. It just ain't going to end well for you.
All right,
cool.
Cash, what you doing? Think you can leave the PDAT alone if you want? Just processing and downloading.
What kind of stuff is it downloading? Have I been able to see anything?
Yeah,
Any of the information?
Downloading the flight recorder database, as much of the mainframe as it can get without multiple server crypto bullshit happening. Whatever is available, it's downloading. Personnel files, like anything it can get his hands on, but mainly its main focus is the flight recorders, like where it's been, and sort of like who it's been in contact with.
Okay. Personnel records is interesting. I might have a little snoop quickly to see if I could find anything that might, like experiment information or what they would do. See if I can find anything since I'm like plugged in.
Yeah. Make a contact roll.
Check that. Seven of those, 2 of those. Got 1 success and 2 successes and an alien and a face hugger.
All right, so
We need to roll
your face hugger first.
Yep. 4 total.
4. All right, so you don't panic, but your heart is certainly thumping.
Oh yeah.
Must be those prawns that are trying to get in your shoe.
All
All right, so you're looking it over. It looks like there is a whole this is a Spanish UPP ship. Most of the personnel on here are all with Spanish names, Spanish seeming names. One that sticks out with you because of the strange title, because there are Colonel Doctor Balazs, Balazs, Balazs. And they're a Colonel Doctor, which is a really strange title. Another thing, some of the stuff is headed Project Darkstar, which I assume your cryptography or your translation stuff makes it English, unless Cash speaks Spanish.
I doubt he speaks Spanish, but he's had enough experience with it, with I've got programs that filter that for me and that kind of stuff.
Yeah, so it's something called Project Darkstar, which this Doctor General guy has been involved in, and it's part of what this ship is running. But there's nothing else that's sort of.
Are there any files on Project Darkstar?
None that the PDAT and the system can access. There are files, they're encrypted. It's trying to download them, but the protocols are you can't download this from a USB drive. Sorry.
Fair enough. Is there the hard drive, like a physical one? I can just.
You want to rip out parts? You could.
Pick up and.
It'd
not
take
that
a
important.
while, and given the level of water in here, you'd probably have to get under it. You'd probably have to submerge to get under parts of the desk.
So I'm going to need to come back for this PDAT at some point, aren't I? If I leave it
If you
alone,
leave it on the
it's
desk,
not gonna.
it's not going to move.
How long do I think it will take till it's finished?
A couple of hours, which should be long enough for you to patch up the communications relay.
Oh, okay. Right.
While Pete was off, Cash was routing through the communications and the sensor network to see what's going on.
Oh, in the maintenance bay.
In the room further up, yeah.
Yeah. Okay. Gotcha. Okay. In which case, I'll leave the PDAT there. There's only one way in there anyway, isn't there?
Yeah.
And I'll be in the next room along.
Mm-hmm.
So I know if anyone goes in there and tries to nick it or anything, or.
Mm-hmm.
Okay.
Or maybe not.
Where the fuck's everyone gone?
Yeah.
I'm sort of muttering to myself as I wander back out of the room.
The radio kind of crackles. We're just down here, down the corridor, because there's a lot of interference.
Mm-hmm.
We're making our way back up now. I've just got Ranger. Rendezvous and brief.
Sounds about right. Okay. I'll pick my gun up, get my stuff back in my bag, leave the PDAT there. Nice, on a level surface, so it doesn't fall in a puddle or anything. And go on the fritz, and I will head back up towards the others.
Sure. So we regroup. Gordon and Kent's still splashing around, looking at cryotubes.
I'll try and get a communication back to Zim to tell him we've got life signs.
Yep.
Whether he gets that or not.
Yeah, he does.
Okay.
Yeah, you report it.
Okay.
Sit right.
So we got 20 plus life signs in cryotubes. I don't know if he's going to try and wake him up, or I have no idea.
That waking him up does not sound like a good idea. Over.
I have no idea how you're going to get them out.
I'm not sure you want to get them out. Are they UPP personnel? Do you know? Have you
I
even
do not
looked through
know.
the window?
I am holding my gun. I am trying to make sure we do not get killed because I know I'm going to get my ass kicked if we get killed.
You're going to get your ass kicked anyway, Gordon, but we'll deal with that later. Well, stay frosty, and we'll rendezvous with you once we've looked at the comms array. I'm making my way back towards Cash now.
Okay.
Has Ranger tried to stealth off at all, or has he actually followed orders and is following us back?
I have most certainly followed back. I obey orders.
Good lad, good lad.
Didn't know whether you cutting off screen was Ranger disappearing.
I turned around and Ranger's just gone, and just half my fire team's just missing.
All right. So we've got Cash stood in the sensor room. You folks are moving along the corridor towards him. Who's at point and who's at rear?
I would imagine I've got point and Ranger's got rear.
All right.
I was going to say the same.
Okay, cool. I would like you, Dan, to make a panic roll.
Which Dan?
I would like you, Corporal Zim, to make a panic roll.
I rolled a 3,
All right. So
which becomes a 4.
What you watch rising up out of the water behind Cash is a dark figure. You make me a observation roll. Depending on your result, I will give you a different answer.
I got 2 successes.
All right. So for a brief moment, and the panic, the flutter of your heart, like the to action kind of thing, you think it's one of these beasts. But because you've just been talking to Ranger in his shitty ghillie suit that stinks even worse now you've rolled around on a Bannon's world, it looks like somebody rising up out the water in a ghillie suit. And then me and Cash are gonna make an opposed melee roll.
Yay!
As this person lunges for you, Cash.
Motherfuck!
Yeah.
Right, here we go.
So,
I've got a
close
reroll.
combat. This is.
I've got a reroll. This is kind of the kind of time to save a reroll for, isn't it?
It is. 1, 2, 3. 1, 2, 3, 4.
I love that face.
That's not good. Now it's a predator.
It's not in the system. But this would be a really good scenario to have.
It would be a good
Really
scenario
would
for
be.
predator.
Really good one.
Yeah.
But they don't exist. We've heard that from Gasco quite a few times now.
Yeah.
It doesn't go, want some candy?
No, it does not. It does not. It rises out the water, and it's leaning forwards with a knife. How did you do? Because I got 3 successes.
I got 1 success. However, I rolled an 8 on my panic roll.
Okay, that's fine, because that's not a fail, but it is something happens. Let's pull up the panic chart.
You start to tremble uncontrollably. All skill rolls using agility suffer -2 modification until
okay,
your
that's
panic
not
stops.
that's not close combat then. That's all right.
That's okay. All right. So this thing, this what Zim recognizes to be exactly what Ranger was worried about, rises up out the water. It leaps and wrenches its arms around Cash. There is a struggle. You get 1 success, he gets 3, so there's 2 left over, which means he's gonna get through. And then we need to make an armor roll, as he's gonna do. Let me just check, because he's only using a combat knife.
Yeah, but I ain't got a lot of health left.
I know, but you've got marine armor. Is it 2
I know.
All right, so 2 points of damage for a combat knife. It uses his second one to make more damage, so that's 3. Roll your armor and prevent 3 damage.
Good luck.
1 million damage.
I can't use my reroll on this either, can I?
No, this is an armor roll. No?
I got 1 success.
All right, so you're going to take 2 damage.
He's gone again.
So I'm broken.
All right.
Yep.
So he rises up out the water, cuts Cash's throat, and then drops him to begin to move away. We need to...
As the crackle of pulse rifle fire goes.
Yeah, we need to pull some initiative cards. Cash is going to have to make another
Critical roll.
Crit roll.
2 in one session. This is fantastic.
Awesome.
This is great. Right, here we go. I'm going to use some yellow dice for this one. Oh no, I did that last time.
Where am I pulling the card from?
It's me. I've got them here. Look.
Oh, I'm so excited.
Nice.
Please.
41.
Low number.
Oh, that sounds high. Have you got
That
them
does
there,
sound-
Simon?
Broken leg. Can't roll. Can't run. Only crawl.
Can the broken leg please be the same one as the foot?
All right, so maybe he doesn't like cut your throat. Like as he's struggling,
Comes up.
Hamstrung.
he just stabs it into your thigh, wrenches it through, and as to break the sort of scramble, literally pushes on your foot. It's like, and you hear like this crack in the back of your leg. All right, so Zim, this is your number. You get a 9, Zim.
Ah!
Ranger, what have you got? You got a 10.
10.
Oh my god!
I did
This is
shuffle.
outrageous.
I did shuffle.
Outrageous. We got the 2 worst cards.
How have we got a 10? Oh, that's a 4. I'm looking at the wrong channel.
Okay.
Unconscious
I don't mind.
cash.
4.
I don't mind.
And then he gets
I'm not unconscious.
2.
he gets a 2.
Oh god!
Oh god,
Of course.
I'm dead. I'm dead.
All right.
Great.
Yeah.
Oh, I need to roll another crit
A
apparently.
second crit because 2 damage. No, because you had 2 health, right?
Yep. You only,
No, I had 1 health.
Oh, you had 1 health, so you went over.
Yep.
Oh, I thought you were fully healed.
No, I had 1 health available.
Yeah, you need another crit because you've taken extra damage.
$43. Crushed elbow.
All right. So yeah, he just slams you about a bit. You bust
Yeah.
this. You're like, ow.
I
Right.
was born to the darkness.
Yeah. So what he's going to do, he's going to try and make a mobility roll because he wants to go back and down underwater. But
Sticking a grenade down that hole in a minute.
So he's going to make a mobility roll to try and escape. Where is his stats? There you go. 3, 8. 3. I got 2 successes because he's good at this shit. All right. So he does. He backs off. He like drops it because this is what he's using. He's using the terror. He's using the you can't come after me without letting your man, because Cash has dropped and he's dropped into the water. Yeah. So he drops Cash, and then he just backs off. You watch him drop down this hole in the floor under the water, and then Cash is in the water because you're broken and we need to get you help quick. And then there's no initiative here anymore, really, because you guys are free to charge up and help your dude.
So, like, I literally throw one of my
Where the fuck did that motherfucker come
I
from?
throw one of my spears as I'm running
What
towards.
was that?
I imagine both me and Ranger almost running together now down this corridor.
Yeah.
And Zim just goes, swap it up! And, like, basically he throws a grenade to Ranger, and I'm basically getting Ranger to throw his med pack back towards me. So it's almost like a little crossover as we
Yeah,
throw
like
gear.
a catch. Yeah.
Yeah.
That's really cool.
And I'm like, Ranger, grenade, the hole! And then like, I'm running over to Cash. I'm like, hang on, brother, come on, man, I got you. And he's like,
I'm
Cash
okay,
gets
I'm
another
okay,
stress.
boss. Don't worry.
Yeah, you guys all take stress from watching
Oh, yeah.
Cash get
And
fucked
I
up.
Cash
take
get-
the stress
Cash
from a
gets-
critical, don't I?
Yeah.
You take a stress from taking a wound. So
Yeah.
taking damage, you take stress.
Okay.
okay, I'm up to 2 stress.
I'm on 3 then.
Yeah.
So I was on 2 and now I'm on 3.
Need some panic. Get me some panic dice out.
Yeah.
This is the first roll I had to make since I've gained stress. This is very stressful.
It is very stressful.
However,
Use your reroll on it.
however, due to the success, my medical aid roll gets 3 successes. One of which was my stress.
Nice.
I don't panic.
Wow.
So good news. 'Cause
Nice.
It gave me 7 dice to roll.
Nice. All right.
3 on the medical aid. I got you, man.
So
and I'm just like,
there's all kinds of adrenaline, all kinds
Thanks,
of
boss.
drugs, plasters, that kind of stuff. While you're administering this aid, Ranger, you've been given a grenade. What are you going to do?
We're going to do as told and chuck it down his hole.
All right, so the hole is completely underwater.
Put it in a pin first, of course.
Yeah.
Sorry?
The hole, it's like completely underwater. So it's going to drop slowly down the thing. It might float a bit.
Anything I can weigh it down with?
The grenades would be quite heavy, wouldn't they?
They would, but it's still not gonna drop as fast as if it was. There's a resistance there of.
What about that bag of Claymore shit you've got?
Make a big old bang.
Yeah, the explosives have been taken out of it.
No, but isn't it heavy? I mean,
would
isn't it
weigh
heavy?
down, so I'll get the sack, stuff the grenade in that, and use that as a weight. So it's more like a depth charge now.
Full of shrapnel. Nice.
Yeah.
All right. So you drop that down. You throw it into the water. You watch as it, the shape and the weight.
Was there a hatch as well?
There is a hatch. Yeah, you want to pull the hatch?
Yeah. Ranger, hatch down!
All right.
Because you kind of want it to go in the water underneath.
Make a heavy machinery roll, Ranger.
Oh shit!
I believe in you, Ranger. You got this.
That's strength, isn't it?
Mm-hmm.
It's not an electroshock grenade by any chance, is it?
Sadly not.
Oh.
We're all like in the water, like going.
Oh, I've got my stress as well.
You do realise, guys, I'm going to be the only one that survives now.
2 injuries, yeah.
1 success.
Excellent. So yeah, there's an effort to it. You have to force it through the water. You have to pull vines and push this thing down. And then there is a muffled, like maybe 10, 15 seconds later, whatever the timer on the grenade was, a muffled kind of boosh, and you feel like the pressure as you sort of clamping this lid over, this pressure of stuff underwater. Gordon.
Boom goes the dynamite.
Yeah. Gordon, I would like you to make an observation roll.
Okay. I'm not very good at that. So 3 dice. Passed, and my panic. 6. 6.
6 on your panic or 6 successes?
Yeah, 6 on my panic.
All right. That's keeping your shit together.
Okay, yeah. So I passed my observation roll. I got 1. All
right. So as you're there in this room, and Kent is scrabbling over these cryo tubes. You're pretty certain, like an aircraft goes overhead, and you're pretty certain. I mean, you tell me how good Gordon was at aircraft recognition back at Fort Pendleton.
He couldn't hear over the sound of his own gunfire.
But aircraft goes overhead. Could sound like a Cheyenne, could sound like something else, but yeah, aircraft's flown overhead.
Okay.
Yeah. And then obviously you hear like contact, give me the med kit and all kinds of stuff going over the comms.
Okay. We got it. We got to hustle up and get back to our squad. Are you
Fuck
nearly
you,
done?
Gordon! Fuck you! Well, you get back down the radio.
Yeah. Ken is like, yeah, I'll be there in a minute. I just want to go make one more check over this. I think this one is, I think these ones are the ticket. Yeah. And he literally does that thing where he's just like, yeah, whatever. He's comfortable now. He's realized none of these, or so far, none of them have caused him upset, and he just does that kind of, yeah, it's good.
Okay, I'm gonna take my rifle, my awesome butt on the last canister that I brought with me, tink tink tink, and then launch it into the room, because he knows exactly what that sound means.
Yeah. So you're gonna throw the QTC?
No, just roll it in. Just roll it in.
Roll it into the water so it floats a bit.
Yeah, that'll do.
Right.
It's in the room. It's in the location it needs to be.
Okay. He's like, oh, be very gentle with those, Marine. I do not think you know with what you mess.
I'm merely expressing the need for haste.
Look, this is delicate machinery. I'll be there in a minute. And he goes back to looking at this cryopod.
Leave the fucker.
Yeah. He goes back to looking at the cryopod.
I can't. He made a really good command roll.
Mm-hmm. So are you staying or are you leaving?
No, I'm staying. I shall. After hearing, do I know that there was close contact?
Yeah, they've
over the thing.
Give me the med kit, that kind of stuff. Your squad is in danger.
Yeah, I know, but that's that. I'm going to clamp. I'm going to
all
clamp
the
up my.
action is in another part of the.
I'm going to clamp. Yeah, Yeah, if he hadn't made such a good command roll, I'd just leave him, right?
All
But
right.
he's a marine. I'm going to clamp my my heavy gun and pull out the knife that I got out of the stash, and I'm now basically just going to stand there with my knife.
All right. I'd like you to take 1 stress for not helping your Marines in combat.
That's fine.
That's very stressful.
I'm not going to make it there.
You don't know. They were screaming about like it's underwater. Get grenades down there. Rangers, shut the door. Cash, stay with me, buddy. Stay with me, buddy. All this kind of stuff's going on over the mic, over the comms. Bad comm procedures go from the squad.
I'm now studying with a knife. This guy's gonna die. Ken's gonna get it.
Okay. So you hear that all going on. Ken then is like, as he's coming back, he stops over half a dozen, maybe 10 or so of them. Literally switches them off.
Right. Okay.
Literally switches the cryo tubes off.
Yeah.
So there's as you look now about 6 cryo tubes active. Some of them he's like, they mustn't have all made it in time. And he looks at you like, do you understand what I'm saying, soldier?
Hey.
Marine.
I'm just gonna look away.
Right.
Just gonna look away from him.
And he pats you on the shoulder. He says, "You'd make great private military, you know." And he pulls out of his pocket like a really soggy card.
Does he?
And he looks at it. He says, "I'll get you one when we get back to the ship." And he says, "Yeah, this way. Come on."
Okay, I'll follow him.
Yeah.
I'll say I'll lead. I assume we're going back.
Yeah, he's suggesting we head back.
Right, we'll head back.
Yeah.
Yeah.
You get back. Are you still in this room? This sensor room?
Hatch is down now, isn't it?
Yeah, hatch is down. Rangers closed it.
Did that recover any health for me? That medical roll.
He got 3 on his medical roll. Was that right?
That's correct.
Yeah, so you would have 2 points of health. 3 points of health. Let's double check. I'm pretty sure it's 1 plus extra for.
Yeah, every success gives you an
extra. It's just whether one needs to be used to unbreak him, essentially, and bring him back round to the land of the living.
Well, I've either got 2 or 3, so that's a lot better than I was a minute ago.
And I imagine, because he's got a pretty banged up leg right now, I've probably got some scrap metal and strapped it around his leg to help him actually be able to be mobile at least a little bit on it. Because he's probably
it's just got a knife sticking out of it. Don't worry, boss. It's just some sort of standard. Oh, is the knife still in my leg?
Yeah.
What is the knife? What issue is the knife?
It is old. This looks like if you've ever been to the veterans bar and you hear stories about the dog war and that kind of stuff. This is old issue. This is old
UA issue. Is it like my dad's knife kind of thing that he used?
It's possibly one of the. You'll recognize it because maybe one of the veterans you've had a beer with on Veterans Day and that kind of stuff goes, look, every opportunity we used to take the UPP combat knives. They were so much better made back then. Like none of this plastic vacuum form stuff, and they would tap the knife on the table. It'd be like a wooden handle, proper studs to keep the blade in, like decent guard on it, like kind of dunk dunk. That's
a good knife.
Real good shit, man.
Okay, I now have a really good knife.
That's what you pull out your leg, like an old dog war UA knife.
That's a collectible.
Yeah. Yeah,
I imagine we backfilled that with that classic in futuristic sort of not futuristic builder's foam.
So just you recover 1 point of lost health per 5 to 10 minutes of rest. So
it was a medical aid test we did though.
Yeah.
That's what...
No, I'm just saying if he sits down and rests for.
So that's my next.
We've got shit to do.
That's my next thing because you could find Cash a thing to sit on. And
imagine we probably
fuck that, boss. Let's keep moving.
What we probably tactically did was we probably pulled ourselves back into that single track corridor.
Retreated all the way back to the.
Not necessarily all the way back.
Secure the room. Secure the room.
That's also where the PDAT is, but it's also where there's a large space we could have probably hoiked Cash up onto to get him out of the water.
I'm fine.
Him up.
I'm fine. Let me fix the fucking comms array.
Yeah, so that's...
Sounded like there was some kind of bird in the air.
Has Gordon come back around the corner?
Gordon returns around the corner. You've got Kent. Kent, who's maybe like, yeah, buddy, you'd be real good in a private military squad.
Gordon, you piece of shit! We nearly lost a Marine because of you.
Where the fuck have you been, Gordon? Come on, you one chance to kill some shit, and you're pissing about with that asshole.
I was just following my orders.
Your order's enough for him, Marine. And I literally, then Zim walks up to Kent and is like, "Get your fucking hand off my Marine now!" He's
like, "Whoa."
Did you find what you were looking for?
Yeah, I think we found a few survivors. We've got some strong readouts on the cryos. We don't need to revive anyone. I was relieved. What? It looks like they only have stasis for and he gestures at humans, right? He gestures at like us rather than the body that's still floating in the corridor not far away. They only have stasis for so yeah, we shouldn't be facing any more of what happened to you? And he points at you, Cash.
Fuck you. What was in there?
People. Scientists.
Right.
These scientists.
We're just leaving them there?
No, we've marked it. My buddy Gordo says there was a ship going over. You've contacted the Tambi Tam, right?
No.
That's our... no?
No.
Are you...
Someone came up at that fucking hole and stabbed me, and I pulled this knife out of my belt. There's some crazy ass motherfucker hiding out in this ship.
Right. Well, it's a good job you're all here then, because you took my gun off me.
Why don't you go stand over by that hole and keep an eye on it while I fix the comms array?
Can I have my gun back?
No.
Fuck you, Kent.
And he just doesn't move.
I gotta go and fix the comms array now. I was just really pissed off, so I was having a go at him.
Yeah. So
I'm
he's
really injured, so I'm like,
and Zim gets real close to Gordon. And is like, "You're on Overwatch,
Ranger. Give me one of those cigarettes if you."
Yeah.
I'll break out the big
Spark
gun and hit Overwatch.
Yeah. All right.
Pick up everyone as targets.
So we set up a bit of a space to watch over things, and Cash, with a little bit of help from Ranger, you're going to kind of direct us because you're not as mobile as you were before. You've just taken a bit of hit, but by the end of this, we should be recovered from our health. Make me a Comtech roll, and you can have a bonus. You can have a +1 from Ranger giving you a hand.
Okay. +1 from Ranger giving me a hand, and 3 stress. Two successes, no face huggers.
Nice. All right. So you after a little while you make contact with your ship. I'm
probably like, get us the fuck off of this fucking planet.
They are like, what's the situation on your dropship? Where's Roy?
Where did we leave Roy? Didn't he
Roy is gone.
He touched down.
Roy
flew off and
dropped us off and then headed back.
He got shot down.
He got shot down.
Yeah.
I got shot down.
We saw the rocket launcher.
Yeah, it took flight.
Of course. Yeah. Sorry. I think that's the bit I missed in the first episode.
Yeah. Roy got shot down.
Roy went down, taken up by locals. We need another dropship to come pick us up.
What's the status on you and your corporate?
Unfortunately, corporate's still intact.
And they laugh. The comms officer laughs, right?
We have an injured Marine and mission nearly accomplished with data retrieval.
And then from the background, you hear Kent be like, "We've got 6 drop cryopods we could uplift as well." General
I thought you
Vaughan's,
said there were like 20.
Only 6 are active. General Vaughan's going to be very interested in these 6.
Okay.
You then pass on.
Yeah. Boss. Don't know if you want to tell him anything.
So I'm going to go over to it. Mm-hmm. Who am I speaking to?
Before when he gets really close to me, before he, I'm going to pause the communication and I'm going to whisper to Zim to check those pods.
Why?
We don't know what the fuck's in them, and we haven't seen them.
Fair enough.
Or who's in them. Could be crazy motherfuckers.
Well, we need to uplift them anyway, right? So we can go look at them.
Sure.
Now.
Okay.
Cool. Maybe we shouldn't mention whatever that thing was. We don't want to get accused of having the space crazies.
Good point, Ranger. Good point. Hey, Com, who am I talking to?
It is some sort of Lance Corporal operating the comms deck, like the comms array.
This is Corporal Zim. Can you tell Mac to get us a dropship and maybe a few more Marines down here?
He laughs. He's like, "You're joking, right?"
Hey, this is Corporal Zim. I don't ever joke, especially when my Marines are in danger.
He says, "Well, I can put that requisition into Hanrahan's office, but it would be just quicker for us to send the second ship down for you, Corporal."
I want that second ship, and I want some more Marines.
I will pass that up, and we'll get you out, boys. Don't worry.
Damn right you will. We're not getting extra Marines, guys.
Probably not. No. So as you're filling in requests back up, trickle at 26 38 hours. So as you're there, finally got the comms set up. You can hear things flying overhead. There is a noise, a voice from outside, and it shouts in broken English, "UA Marines, I know you are inside that ship. I have something that belongs to you. If you come out, perhaps we can talk."
Cash, get back on that comm. Tell him we're surrounded by UPP troops.
They got Roy.
Well, isn't just clear out of character? Isn't Roy an android?
He is an android,
Yes.
yes.
Yeah.
Don't worry, Roy's an android. We can replace him. Not a problem.
Expendable.
But he,
Looking expensive though.
yeah, you
Right.
can see the thing.
I'll get back on the comm and to let them know UPP is surrounding us.
The comms folks, so we have seen some ships in the area. We thought they were the locals, but we'll get on it now. Give us 2 hours for prep and drop. We'll be with you in 3 tops. Stay frosty, guys.
And Zim's literally sitting there going,
I'm going to turn around to Zim and go, 3 hours, man. We're not going to last 3 minutes.
I mean, Cash, for once, your powers of observation are absolutely outstanding. Right. I turn to Kent. I'm like, Kent, I'm looking at you now.
Yeah. Yep.
What is there anything on the ship we can use? Security protocols? It's pretty banged up, but we need to try and lock shit down. Because right now, outside, there's some guys who probably want to kill us.
There is, I see any gestures to the stuff, that Cash and him did. There is they have a railgun on the ship.
Yeah, I was going to say.
And then I think, there's a magazine room, and he points in a direction, but it's through bulkheads. We'd have to go, and he pulls the map up on the stuff. He goes, we have to go down and take a left, and then another left. It should be straight ahead. There's the magazine's turrets there. Maybe if there was a a station. There might be something we could do to get that up and running. I'm corporate. I'm not.
Can I access the railgun turret?
Yeah.
From here.
Give me a contact roll. And while you're doing this, outside you hear, UA Marines, come out. We have something that belongs with you.
Oh, can I just go shoot him?
Gordon.
Maybe we could send the pups to go and have a look at them. I've got 2 successes and 2 face huggers. Oh, hang on.
Make a panic roll.
Yep, I will.
If you send the pups, they might be able to strengthen my my target.
2 successes.
2 successes. No panic.
Didn't panic. I rolled a 4 on the panic.
Nice. All right. So the railgun turret, as you get some information from the systems, the railgun turret says along the lines of power supply interrupted. Unstable power supply cannot operate railgun turret. So if you can repair the power supply, if you can get it operating, you'll be able to use it. However, it does say obstruction in motor unit C, which implies it's got some sort of targeting.
Not better rotate or turn as much.
Yeah, it won't be able to move around.
All right, so
needs power. Needs power, boss.
Okay,
we could head to the power station.
So what we got here is a fairly useless ship with no actual defensive systems working.
Oh, we could go and check out those power loaders.
Ken says it's a medical research ship. What was you expecting?
I was expecting something, especially with what they've been holding.
I'll point at the alien down the corridor. Yeah. Not that.
Hey, Cash is not wrong.
He tries to laugh. He tries to laugh.
Right. Well, we got a magazine room. Is that means have we got any more of that explosives?
1 left. I've only planted 3.
Yeah.
Plant the last one in there.
In the magazine
we want
room?
that for the railgun turret.
That's not working.
I was thinking we could just open the door and throw it out and shoot it.
We could fix the power supply.
I mean, why don't we actually have a conversation with them first?
They're UPP, Ranger.
Yeah, they just want to shoot us.
They just want to get us out in the open to kill us.
You don't know they're UPP for fact.
They're UPP.
Until we get eyes on.
Like from the briefing, the locals here are a mixture of UA and UPP. What is the word?
Dissidents.
Dissidents. Yeah, they've left. Yeah. They've created their settlement on abandoned.
They got their own
just
little
be a local
town.
Yeah.
And if you remember rightly, that briefing quite rightly said, "Assume hostile," and they shot our bird out the sky. Yeah, so I'm assuming hostile.
Look. This whole mission's gone fucking sideways. It could be, I don't know, their holy celebration day, and we've turned up on the wrong fucking day, so they shut us down. Just go talk.
Right.
Shout back at them.
We'll go talk to them.
You're the silver-tongued genius.
Well,
you talked us into this shit. You could talk us out of it.
That's what Ranger's mum said to me anyway. Hey, Ranger. Anyway, Gordon, you plant the explosives in the magazine room. You 2 go with him. I'm going to go up top and shout back at these guys. And Gordon, I know you really want to throw it outside and explode outside, but that fuel tank earlier, that was leaked. There's a good chance all that fuel is outside, so we're not going to do that.
And they won't be standing outside the back door for you to throw a breaching charge at them.
Right.
Okay.
You know, some people really aren't that smart.
Well, if they are, then go fucking do it. Be out of this problem.
Okay, I'm going to do what I've been told to do.
Okay.
Because Gordon's in a lot of trouble. He's not out of trouble yet. Hey guys, just remember that crazy ass mofo who was in the water. He may still be in here.
If he turns up again, he's going to die.
I was just going to say, there's ladder access points all across the level. We have to watch out for that asshole.
Okay.
Although I've got his knife.
Well, he ain't going to stab you with it again, is he? Oh, he might.
Fucking hope not.
Just take it off, yeah.
I fucking hope not.
He might really want his knife back.
Yeah.
Well, Gordon, you hang around and blow that fucker away if he turns up again.
Okay.
Okay, so we got a plan. Get the explosives in the magazine room. I'll go try to distract him for 3 hours while we wait for our reinforcements.
Right, I'll go do the magazine room.
All right.
Should I go and fix the power station?
If we plant the bomb,
work?
If we plant the bomb, then we can go and fix the power station.
Stay
Okay.
together.
I'll
I'll come with you, Gordon. I'll come with you, Gordon.
Ranger, you go with him too. I'll rendezvous back with you when we've.
Boss, you sure you
Let's
should
go.
go anywhere on your own?
Do, and he taps his galactic hero badge. He's like, "Don't you worry about me, Marine. I got this.
Boss, seriously. You should
Don't worry. I'll take Kent with me.
take Shitstain with you.
Come on,
Kent's
Kent. Come on,
sure.
Kent. Me and you are we're gonna go have a conversation with some local residents.
He nods. Like, if you're sure about this, then sure. So just Zim and Ken are going to the outside of the ship. Everybody else is going to run around and
Who's
do
coming
some jobs.
back?
Just do some jobs inside.
It's been told to.
All right. Okay. So you Zim and Ken.
Really want to go and look at those pods.
Well, yeah. Zim and Ken
That's-
leave.
That's
Slosh
hence
off.
hence why I'm leaving you three
Yeah.
behind.
Yeah.
Kent and Zim slush off. So what is the first thing that Cash, Gordon, and Ranger set about getting done?
I've got
Boys,
to go.
we need to check out those fucking pods.
I need to go and plant this detonator.
Quinitracetylene.
Yeah, that's what
just
you said.
that's that. I've just pointed down the corridor to the magazine room.
Yeah.
That's-
So you have to go up and left
that's
and around.
Yeah, I'm going to go do that. If you want to check out the pods, we arrived with 20 survivors, all pinging away, and he turned off 14 of them to leave 6 left.
What the fuck?
Hey, I'm a Marine. I follow orders and I kill shit. That's my job.
Oh,
And I'm going to head off towards the.
he knew what he was doing.
Did
then.
that go over general comms? Did we hear that on
That
our
was
mic?
just us
Just
three
you
are in the
three
room
just us
talking.
talking.
three. Yeah,
Just you three talking
literally.
shit.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Um,
Yeah, I'm heading off to the magazine.
Ranger,
room.
this is some serious shit.
Someone give me some cover.
I'll give you some cover, but I'm not going to go wandering off on my own anywhere, though, with that asshole
No.
hanging around.
No, if he
Nice.
appears, I'm going to mess him up.
You fuck him up.
All right.
Can I fire my pulse rifle one-handed?
Yeah. Shoot from the hip.
Okay.
Ripley does
Okay,
it.
cool.
Yeah, you've probably got the
yeah.
thing around you anyway.
Yeah, you
Help
got
you
a
hold
strap.
it.
Oh, yeah, true. I've got my
Brace
strap.
it with your strap. Yeah, you can do that.
Yeah.
Totally.
Yeah.
Well, do you want me to give you the flamer? You just use the incinerator unit. Because you don't even have to aim for that.
Gaffer tape it.
I'm worried about that. The
To
fact
you.
that there's been a fuel leak and probably 20% of the liquid we're wandering through is
That's a no,
actually
then.
gasoline.
It's a no then? Okay.
Some kind of fuel leak. So you're going to go to the magazine room to place the charge.
Yeah.
All right.
Yeah,
Cool.
yeah.
Ranger, you going with them? You're not going to be one of these crazy stalk the stalker?
No, go with him.
Oh,
Crazy
okay.
stalk the stalker.
Yeah. Send a sniper to catch a sniper. All right. So you head round there. Let me just have a look at the machine turret room.
When you said it's going to take 3 hours for them to come and get us, is that enough time for the PDAT to finish?
Yeah, it should have finished by then. Yeah.
Okay.
All right. So this is weird. When you get there,
Yeah.
as you wake down the corridor, it looks like the plant life here has been paper mache to the wall. It is covering over the bulkheads and the corridor leading into this into the magazine cupboard, which is not a cupboard. It's a big old room, and this is part of the ship that is pretty much embedded in the mud. So it's really hot, really humid down here. Who's on point? Gordon?
I'm on point. I'm on point.
All right.
Well, I'm in the middle. I'm not
Yeah.
watching our back.
Yeah.
That's
I'm on point.
All right. I would like you to make an observation roll.
Observation.
Full of aliens.
Well, the fact that I'm on four panic dice, I don't think I'm going to survive an observation roll, to be honest. Observation.
Just open up with his smart gun.
No. Who's taken overkill? Has anybody got overkill?
Okay, so I've got nothing. I've got no panic and no successes.
All right. So it is black down there. Like wherever you seem to shine your torches, you see it's almost like the jungle or whatever this guy who's been fucking around on this place has done is he's made some sort of strange kind of reflective dark mess down here.
Have I got anything coming up on from
your targeting?
Targeting.
No, nothing seems to be moving down here.
Okay.
Is it on the? So it's on the walls. Can I
You reach out and you touch it. It's slick. It's also a bit sticky. Like it's.
The fuck is this?
Gooey, like spit, like the sap from inside of plants. Like that gooey kind of stuff all along the walls, and it's jammed open the door as you head forwards. As you get closer, Gordon, I would like you to make a panic roll.
A panic roll.
So you're just going to roll a d6 and add your current panic level to it.
Yeah. So I've got 4, so that's 8. Tremble. I start to tremble uncontrollably.
Is that one of the
all
ones...
skill rolls using agility have a -2.
Is that
That's
one of
10
the ones...
plus, isn't it? If you
to fail, yeah.
Sorry, it's what?
Is that one of the ones that was because you're trembling, everybody else gets shit up?
No.
No, is it higher one?
That's nervous twitch.
Oh, that's the twitch. All right, okay.
Yeah,
that's 7.
Yeah.
Close
The
there.
fun one where
and
it's
the
like
screamy one.
the stress builder.
Scream circle.
Yeah, no, it's panic action. No. More
All
panic.
right.
If you are suffering from a panic effect, 7+ and are forced to
glad
make
he
another
didn't roll a
panic roll,
14.
the new panic effect replaces the previous one.
All right.
Yeah.
No.
So as you get close, you begin to tremble because what really looks strange is in this room. You can see that there is a face. As you pick it out, there's somebody's face, and it looks like they're sat on the machine canisters. There is this paper mache of the jungle. They're sat on the machine canisters, and they have their knees clutched up to their chest, and you can just about make out that they've got their arms sort of wrapped around their knees.
Okay, I'm going to vaporize the whole room.
Okay.
Everything in front of me is going.
It's a room full of explosives.
Yeah.
Everything in front of me is going.
I'm gonna. Oh my god! As soon as I hear the gun go, I'm just throwing my broken body backwards.
Yes. All right. So, I would like mobility rolls from Ranger and Cash.
Yeah.
Oh god!
And
I suppose I've got a penalty to that at the moment, haven't I?
You do, yes, because your foot is.
I moved away from my desk. Hold on.
You move away from your desk, and Simon blows up the ship.
Just another day with Simon on the game.
Well, hope you enjoyed the 2 episodes of Alien.
Yeah. Next week, we're just going to play some 5e.
1, 2, 3, 4, 5.
So what was I rolling?
We want to have some mobility rolls because this thing's about to blow up.
Yeah, that's a wash for me.
5.
Ability roll.
10, 12. Right, so I get 12 dice and then my 4 panic.
Oh shit! I got 1 success on my mobility roll.
All right.
I was just like,
You know Cash. No,
Yep.
Cash knows Gordon. You've done some training with this dude. You have frequently had to put up with him burning the things you're trying to do.
Just got 5 successes
Okay.
on 3, 6, 7, 8. Oh no, I get
Not
-2.
bad.
So let's make it 3 successes because it's -2 because I'm -2 on agility.
Okay.
Because I'm trembling.
You're trembling. You're shaking. You with one hand bring up the flamer. You cover this whole area in liquid. It ignites. It covers everything. There is a terrible stench the squealing sound of like from plants when the water in them boils and squeals and pops, and as it burns, Cash has the right idea because he's like, oh shit, or words to that effect, pushes past Ranger down the corridor. What do you do once do you just keep burning, or do you let go? Do you stop and assess the damage, or do you just empty it like you did in the jungle?
Just empty it.
I'm an emptier. I definitely think. I mean, I'll
shut the door?
probably step back. I'll probably move backwards as I go because I'm panicking, aren't I? Really. Yeah. It's kind of a voluntary panic. I'm basically trembling.
Did we get a glimpse of what the thing was in the room before you burnt everything?
I don't think you do. I think Cash.
Okay, cool. I'm just like
Gordon, who's at point. Let's find the rules for this. Flip.
And as soon as I've emptied it, I'll drop the incinerator because that's the last round I had, and I'll basically keep backing up just with my big gun, unless I'm flying through the air backwards.
You might. I was gonna say, you might be moving backwards anyway.
Shit.
Optical scope. I'm just quickly looking through because
She didn't plan for.
I didn't plan
Simon blowing everybody up.
To do more damage to yourselves than I did. Is the gear?
No game ever survives contact with Simon.
I love it. Plastio combat armor, polymer ropes. No. Where is it? You can never find it.
What are you looking for?
I'm looking for QTC because that will have a similar explosion to. Oh, there we go. Oh, excellent. All right, so an intensity 12 fire is created as this stuff explodes.
Yeah. Okay.
Right, hold fire here a sec. So I wasn't able
to
get out of the way.
Then. Use your reroll.
Was I given a reroll?
Yes, I think you were. Right at the beginning, we were all given one.
10, 12. Yes.
Reroll your mobility.
Do it quick before Millie rolls those dice.
I'll just warm them up.
It was a banked reroll.
It was. Yes, it was.
Not one gathered after the.
I know.
Still a no.
Zenith Dante said, "TPK, are we right?"
All right.
You can push.
You can push, which would up your stress.
Yes.
And then
what does that do?
So you increase your stress by
again.
1 and roll again.
So you get another stress dice as well.
Yeah, you do stress first, don't you? Sorry.
Do I get to make a mobility roll before it explodes?
Maybe.
Did you fail again, Dan? Oh my god.
I thought it was supposed
We are
to be
like
the aliens that
calamity gang, aren't we? We're just like
we've got to see how many damage.
Fall down a hill.
It's only going to roll 12 dice. It's not going to do 12 damage, is it?
No, it's not.
It just rolls 12 dice.
All right. So it does. This wave of fire as it starts exploding and canisters pop, things bang and explode. The rolling the first
fireball
that comes out does 4 damage to Gordon and Ranger, which you can make an armor roll for.
Okay.
You can make a. Oh shit!
There's fire. It's half your armor, isn't it?
I was going to say, if I remember right, or is that just xenomorphs that got?
That's xenomorphs.
Yeah.
So is it 6 dice or 3 dice?
6 dice.
6 dice.
Normal fire, normal roll, which is like I feel like this is terribly similar to Drake and Vasquez. There's something going on here with. He's still alive, man. Yep.
So I take 3 damage.
All right. And here's the kicker. You're on fire.
That's okay.
Yeah.
I'm all good with that. Yeah, I'm good with that because there's water.
Drop into the puddle. Yeah.
I'm just gonna basically go
drop
to
into the fuel leak.
First, go to the first hole and just go. Shook.
Yeah.
I can put the fire out. It's fine.
Someone in chat is saying you should use your reroll, Millie.
No, 4 damage is enough. 4 damage is enough. All right.
Do your reroll, man.
No.
How did Ranger do?
How did Ranger do on his six armor dice?
So you in this wave.
I only got 1. I only passed 1 armor.
You take this wave of fire, 4 just flames coming down the corridor. You hear Gordon just like maybe at one point he was laughing, but now he's a bit like it sounds.
No.
You know?
Do you know how much health I've got?
Yeah, you've got 2 left, haven't you?
No, I've got 7 health.
Oh,
because
okay.
I'm tough.
Oh,
so
okay.
I've still got more health than what Cash and
You've still
Zim
got more
and
health than
Ranger
Cash.
started with.
I've
I
healed
haven't
back
stopped
up
laughing.
to.
So how many?
We've been resting, haven't we?
I'm just on fire.
Right.
It's an occupational hazard when you walk around with an incinerator.
Yeah. So you will take 4 damage unless your armor negated any.
So my armor didn't
negated
negate
1.
any.
Okay.
Yeah, negated 1.
Oh.
So you take 4 damage.
Does that mean you're
Okay.
down?
How many wounds should I have?
Your
Strength.
strength value.
My strength is 3.
All right.
Okay.
So you
Critical.
drop into the water. You need to roll a d66.
So a D.
So you roll
66.
2d6, but
Yeah.
but pick 2 different ones because one is going to be the 10 and one is going to be the
Yeah.
units.
Oh, now he rolls fucking high. 66.
Impaled heart.
Ranger is dead.
Your heartbeat for the last time.
Just dead.
As this rolling fireball comes down the corridor, hits Ranger, you roll to dive out the way. A pipe on the side of the thing, like it must have had cold water or something, instantly boils, snaps. Ranger falls, impales him through the heart. His arms just go dead. Gordon, you're on
Oh,
fire.
that's fucking cool.
Cash is just fleeing down the corridor to get out the way of this kind of thing. Cash, make me a quick observation roll. We'll get to what's happening with Zim and Kent outside, and we will probably get a moment to wrap up.
I got no successes and a face hugger.
All right, make a panic roll.
So I'm going to make a panic roll. I rolled a 6, so I got 9.
All right. Simon, have you got the panic chart there?
Yeah,
The prediction result
think
is in.
it's-
Somebody else died first.
It wasn't me.
It was
Hang
someone.
on.
It was
I
totally
drop
someone else.
item.
Yeah, well,
I
you're
drop
9.
item.
Yeah, drop item.
All right, so you drop the
sense.
UPP knife, maybe, like the proof.
Sure.
Proof that this
Yeah.
dude was.
Yeah,
Okay.
GM chooses.
Yeah, you drop the UPP knife. It wasn't in
Damn
like a thing. It just
Stress
disappears into
increases
the
by
water.
1.
You splash through the water. Gordon takes a minute to put himself out. Maybe that kind of stuff. So on the outside of the building, you climb out of the ship. As you sort of make your way over the side of the ship, you look down. You can see that there is a woman in the clearing, and you know that scene in Star Wars where they've got like 3PO in a bag and his leg is up in the air and his arm is hanging out. There's a woman and she has on the floor next to her a bag that's got Roy in, and Roy does this like pathetic kind of like
Yogurt wave.
yogurt wave as he's been gathered together. She says, she looks up at you, and Kent looks down and goes, "Is that Roy?" She looks down at you and goes, well, she looks up at you even. She goes, "UA soldiers, this belongs to you. We've been watching you. There are UPP coming towards this location. If you wish, as you've not been threatening to us, we can provide you a harbor while you hide out. You have people coming, yes?" And then somewhere in the ship, something explodes.
I feel like me and Kent would have to do a mobility. Is it a big enough explosion that me and Kent would have to do a mobility test on top of this bloody thing?
Push him off.
Yeah.
Fucking brilliant. It fall off.
Can I
Break your
pick
neck.
Kent?
You
I
would
won't
have
do
to
that.
fail an empathy test because you're possibly murdering someone, unless you
Yeah.
have the talent that lets you just not do it. It's called
No, but it's
cold-blooded.
fun.
Just let you kill 14 people by switching their machines off.
Well, he's got a talent called capitalism.
I'm fairly confident I'm going to be okay with this mobility test. I'm absolutely okay with that mobility test.
All right,
And
let's have a
however,
look at Kent's mobility.
And I rolled a 1 on my panic test, which becomes a 3, so I'm absolutely fine with my panic test as well.
All right.
But I also got 3 successes on my mobility, because I have a lot of dice for mobility.
Kent doesn't.
I hope he falls off and dies. I mean, and I hope he's okay.
He panics. He doesn't get anything. He slides down. He's like, and he puts his arm up to try and let you grab him.
Yeah.
Do you? You too busy
I don't think I need him. Yeah. Oh yeah, absolutely. With 3 successes, I'm absolutely struggling to hold on. And I almost, as he reaches up, I almost let out a little smile as he slides off beyond my reach.
A Lion King moment. Long live the king.
I would like you to make an decorated.
You have to fail an empathy
You have
test.
to fail an empathy test.
Well, I've only got 3 dice for empathy.
Okay.
So... Oh damn it! I got a success.
All right. Against your better judgment, like you just
Has
know.
Dan got a reroll?
Oh, you got a reroll left?
Hey, you could stop him by putting a dagger through his hand.
There is that.
You are Zim after all.
Yeah, nobody says how I have to save him.
Yeah.
I'm going to use my reroll for this.
Okay.
Oh damn it! I still got a success. This isn't even funny. Okay, yeah, I'm gonna rescue this bastard.
Against like every bit of your brain, but there's that part that you've got. You tapped your medal. You could, like, in good conscience, you could not let this man die.
I mean, I've been considering shooting the bloke, but yeah, I'm gonna rescue him.
That's the thing, isn't it? Like, you can't let him die. You could try and kill him, but you can't let somebody die. And you just find your hand going out and grabbing him, maybe by the shirt, maybe like so he's there hanging.
I mean, I grab it in the most painful way I can imagine.
Ben says in the chat, grab him by the hair.
Yeah. I'm literally grabbing him in the most painful way I can imagine. It's gonna hurt. Or by his underwear, giving him a wedgie as he goes down. No, I grab him and I rescue him, obviously.
Okay. So you just about hold yourself. The woman in the clearing, you see her duck, and then 7 figures come out the jungle, and they're all armed. And you suddenly realize, like, if you'd have come out there and tried to shoot her or come out aggressively, like, you would have just, it was a kill box kind of situation. You would have been.
I mean, Zim probably already made that assessment himself anyway.
Yep, but now you see that, like, you see them, like, these shadows come out the jungle, like step out. Like, this is you should tell Ranger this later, because he's gonna love what these guys are doing in these games.
Do these shadows look similar to the shadow that was hunting us earlier?
They look a lot drier.
But are they dressed the same?
I mean, they've got ghillie suits on, they've got rifles and stuff.
Okay.
Can I just say, after emptying my canister full also, I should definitely lose the stress. I mean, that's definitely a de-stressing situation, isn't it?
No, because,
just to completely unload a canister.
Because your buddy is dead, impaled on the wall next to you.
Okay, so I can lose the stress and then gain one back again before I realise that the guy's dead. But I definitely should have lost the stress first. I'm just saying.
No.
No.
No side, no.
I definitely think I got him.
You definitely got whatever was in that room.
Whatever's in that room, I definitely got him.
All right. So the woman in the clearing in front of you, Zim, is like, I do not think that ship is stable. Last time we offer, do you want harbor? Or you want to fight?
Do you know what? I'm going to take you up on that offer of harbour, if you don't mind.
Yeah.
And then he looks back, he's looking all cool and relaxed, and he turns around and goes, "What the fuck's going on in there?"
So, because it's getting late, I know folks want to get up early in the morning. I'd also like to make sure we wrap up this mission in this session. We have like the sort of slow motion ending montage kind of thing of them coming up, sending up grappling hooks, and maybe a rope ladder and that kind of stuff. Ken shaking your hand and being like, I'm going to make sure you get a commendation there, Zim. That was some quick move there. You are what a guy kind of thing. You really, like, you did a good job. Thank you for saving my life. you you are led to a place in the jungle, and you wouldn't spot it for seeing the jungle, and then they move a bit of tarpauling and that kind of stuff, and you see that there is like a very rustic camp. This is by no means where these folks live, but they've made a space to put the annoying people while your ship comes. Yeah, they don't want to give out where they live and what's going on, but they've made a place for that. And then do you go back into the ship to get the rest of your squad?
Yeah, I most definitely wouldn't leave my Marines behind.
All right. So once they've shown you the route, they sort of let you go. Come and go as you please. Ken is like, we should begin moving the... Oh shit. Is he dead? As he looks, I assume Cash and Gordon have got Ranger's body?
Yeah, I would have... I was hoping to go and set the whole ship on self-destruct to just like blow the shit out of it, but with Ranger dead and things going on, yeah, you've got your thing.
I'll carry Ranger because you've got like a broken leg or something, haven't you?
Yeah.
And broken toe.
You should fucking carry him. You fucking killed him.
I assume Cash would have also gone and got the PDAT as well.
I was tempted to go in and it's like downloading and it says like 5 seconds, 4 seconds, 3 seconds, and just pull it out before it finishes.
Oh, well, I'll save you some pain there. You go back to get the PDAT?
It's gone.
It's not there.
Okay.
Shadowy ass. So I see these guys. I'm guessing Zim sees these guys come out. Ranger is dead.
Like well, I guess there's a thing where Gordon has got Ranger over, like fireman's kind of lift. Yeah, the smart gun is stowed. Ranger is over his shoulder in a fireman lift. So he's either out, and because you can't see it, like his head is like he's out cold or he's dead. One of the two.
I'll probably say over the radio when we get out, and he can see him, and he's like, "What's going on?" Yeah, boss, Ranger's down.
This was a goddamn blue on blue fire incident.
This is ace.
You might want to ask Gordon about that one.
Does Gordon hear that? And does Gordon explain to him what happened? Hey, I sent you down to set the explosives, not blow the damn thing up.
There was some shit in there.
What kind of shit?
I don't know. Something spooked him. Talk to Gordon. I don't know.
What the hell happened?
Yeah, so if you suffer a critical injury listed as fatal, you must make a death roll when the listed time runs out. A death roll is a roll for stamina. You cannot push the roll. Blah blah blah. Saving the life to save your life when you have suffered a fatal critical injury. Someone must give you first aid before you fail a death roll.
Something tells me that someone's heart impaling.
But D66, the time is instant.
Yeah. The time is instant.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's right.
Yeah.
And it does
was
say
a nice
your
try.
heart beats for the last time.
It was a nice try. It's the thought that counts.
Trust me, I've had this situation before with a D66 on a critical. There is no coming back from that one.
No, that's as bad as it gets.
That's the top end of it.
Corporal,
Ranger
everything
is
was
dead.
shifting. There was something in there, man. I reckon it was going to get us. I just had to unload.
No, Gordon, you didn't. And you killed a Marine. When we're off this planet, you'll not serve with me ever again. And then Zim just walks off. And that...
Alright. So we've lost the PDAT. Ranger's dead. Are we gonna try and extract some of the cryos, which is what Kent is like talking about, but also he's had a bit of a stress. He's nearly fallen off the ship, and he's probably never been this close to a dead body before. So he's not going to be making no manipulation rolls to try and get his own way.
I think as we walk away and we get to a safe distance, it's going to be cool guys walk away from explosions and Zim's just pushing the button.
All right, so we blow up everything.
Yeah,
blow up
absolute
everything.
Yep. It's only a shame we can't do it from orbit.
Yeah, it's the only way to be sure.
And and then we have a small amount of time where we have some local tea with the O'Bannon's World's folk.
That would have been nice.
Yeah.
Oh, God.
What is Kent's face like when we blow the ship up and we tell him we don't have the PDAT?
He's just like, oh my God, like he goes a little bit more catatonic.
Okay, I might say to him like, what's Project Darkstar then?
And his head snaps at you. You saw that there was Darkstar information. You have to he like snaps his fingers like somebody's gonna come and give him a dictaphone or something. Like, oh fucking, this place is a shithole. Listen,
I'll look at my arm and my leg
and Ranger.
The Ranger body.
This place is a shithole. Beg your pardon. You saw Darkstar? You saw Darkstar information? You need to tell me. What do you remember? Do you have one of those cool memories where you remember everything? You need to explain everything to, like.
Maybe
and then
maybe when we get back.
You, sir, might have just saved my ass. I love this squad. Your man Zim there is a goddamn hero, and you and your yes. And so we have this where he's like, no, like he's going through his heads. You can see him talking to himself about how he's gonna salvage his reputation or whatever is going on here. Eventually your extraction team arrive. Roy is like, hi, how you doing? I'm sorry I had to drop you off like that. He's incredibly polite, operational in several parts. And we return to our ship, where there is a debrief with your commander. So what do you tell them? I just need to know what you tell them. And then next week, we can do some XP.
I don't tell them anything.
But this is the nice thing. Right, Dan? You will get XP, not for Ranger, so you'll be able to apply it to your next Marine. The XP will be for you.
Well, if the corp gets his way, I'm not sure if Gordon should be writing up another character as well.
I mean, I will be telling them everything bar the alien.
Okay, you don't tell them about the alien.
I don't tell them about the alien, but I tell them about everything else, give them a full debrief,
okay.
And then I ask for Gordon to be court-martialed.
Okay. Been a request for a court-martial for Gordon. Sure.
At which point I will tell Cash to give him full debrief of what Gordon did.
Okay.
Because there's a dead Marine and there should not be a dead Marine.
We'll describe it in a fairly, trying to be slightly neutral. Like, obviously it was a stupid thing to do, but I don't know what he saw.
Yes.
And I'd just been stabbed up by some weird ass motherfucker, so there could be anything in there,
Mm-hmm.
And there was weird shit on the walls. I will say that,
Mm-hmm.
So I think Gordon will tap Ken, isn't it? Tap Ken on the shoulder and say, you need some personal bodyguarding then. I think my days with this crew are shit, all up the wall. And
I'm also adding Gordon to my rival list in my character sheet.
I think he's already my rival.
Gordon's going to become a corporate shill as well.
At this point, Gordon has jumped ship.
All right, Gordon's going to muster out and become a corporate shill.
Hold on. So does that mean the antagonist of this entire thing was actually Gordon?
It kind of feels like that.
Yeah. And I didn't die.
No.
No, but I did save you. I'm sure I did in some way.
Yeah.
Because you didn't die. There were three of us there, and you didn't die.
I didn't die, not because of you.
All right, so we have debrief. Next week we'll go through some
character creation.
We'll be able to do that. Like, we'll be able to
I'll do that on Bring It Down for Trade, yeah.
Offline. We'll go through some XP, and we will go through the ramifications of whether this mission was successful or not in the eyes of General Vaughn. And what mission you are sent on next. Which, if we've got time, I'm just going to try and set it up. So the missions in this campaign, you don't have to play in order. And I was just going to try and quickly set up a poll to let Twitch pick which mission we're going to do next, if that's all right. So while I do that, Pete, and could you tell folks like cool stuff about Garblag Games?
What's going on for the rest of the week? So tomorrow night we have Dune, which I'm very annoyed about not playing in, and the members of the House Dargouche are going to be going on an awesome adventure that Ben will be taking them on. So that is cool, very cool. Next week, we have on Monday, we have the last episode of the Expanse RPG, Abzu's Bounty, with a giveaway, $80 of cool green Ronin shiz, including the new ships of the Expanse, I believe.
Yes, that's the cool one.
So loads of cool stuff there to give away live on the stream. So do join us on Monday. Tuesday, we have Coriolis, which we had.
This is Operation Millie Takeover Garblag, isn't it?
It is. And then Tuesday, early in the morning, Wednesday for us, but in Garblag North America timing, we have Spectaculars, I believe, with Streetlight Nights, and the Escape from Skullcano Island crew are now starting their Spectaculars run, so that's going on. And Wednesday we'll have more Once Upon a Time in the Old World with the Woofrip fun and games that's going on with Jim messing everybody up.
Really good.
So that's cool.
That was really good.
And then and then next week we'll be back round to this.
To find out what's happening. Yeah.
Oh, it's being renamed as Millblag Games.
Millblag Games, that works for me. Yeah. It won't be. There's just one more week of it because I'm on 4 shows next week. So the poll up in the chat now. Our missions are Mission Arcturian Apocalypse, Mission Quiet Catch, Mission Go Fish, Mission Dreamcatcher, or Mission Deep Snap. Deep Shaft.
Say those again?
No.
Is there a poll?
There is a poll already up.
Okay.
Arcturian Apocalypse, which I think is the one Matt is running on the Free Leagues channel at the minute.
It is.
Mission Quiet Catch.
I voted for Deep Shaft.
Yeah, thanks. Mission Go Fish, Dreamcatcher, or Deep Shaft.
Sorry, Melly.
I've just obviously got a 12-year-old mind. That's all I've got there.
I think every one of us giggled horrendously at Deep Shaft.
Oh, hi, Go Fish is getting
Go Fish is getting some. So yeah, drop a vote in the poll. We can play these in any order. Next week we'll find out what General Vaughn thinks of the mission, what Kent says about you folks to them. We'll go through some experience and the downtime. There's a couple of rolls we make for what happens in downtime, see whether things happen in the ship or what goes on. So we're going to make a new character for Dan. And is Gordon going to take the private military contract? Is that what we're thinking here?
No, I think Gordon stays.
Is he?
I think Gordon stays.
Oh, okay.
I think there's going to be a little bit of a don't even fucking think about it.
Yeah.
Kind of don't even let that guy ship out. He stays.
Yeah. Okay. We'll see what happens then.
I think that's where we're angling.
Cool.
Ben is in chat saying they are going to give away 100,000 groats live on stream tomorrow.
I think that's Ben trying to get rid of all his groats, isn't it?
Well, maybe, and someone could funnel them into the
my
Flint
apologies.
And Steel one shot.
I got that wrong, and I'm really sorry. I do try and make sure I get it right. That's Ben trying to get rid of all of their groats.
Oh yeah.
I'm really sorry. I do apologise. The poll has ended because we are all 12. After our downtime, we are going to go on Mission Deep Shaft.
Awesome.
So that was our mission this week. It ended in 1 death, 3 crit rolls for Pete, and
survived them all.
Poor Ranger's first crit roll killed him. Next week we'll be back with Downtime, XP, and Mission Deep Shaft. And now we're all corpsing.
I'll giggle through the whole thing.
Now we're all corpsing. So I have to play the scene. Thank you very much for joining us. We'll be back tomorrow. Bye.